All right, press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 if you can hear me. All right, let's turn the red motherfucking rat ass up. All right, that's what's up. Shout out to everybody who came back and fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? This is by demand. Y'all requested for it. You got it. See, sounds right. We follow through over her, bitch. We follow through over her, hoe. We don't be bullshit. Bitch, when I say we on your ass, we on your motherfucking ass. We want all the motherfucking smoke. All the goddamn smoke, bitch. We ready. Ain't no motherfucker stopping over here, bitch. Motherfucker, we regroup and motherfucker reload on your asshole. I told you I got you, bitch. Okay, as we can see. Okay, yeah, as we can see, we got as we can see, the motherfucker rat is on a rampage. Shout out to my shadow watchers, my playback watchers, and people in the chat. So shout out to people in the chat that was requesting this. Let me go ahead and shout out the spiritual donations as well. Initials EW, HO, MT. Much love for y'all spiritual donation. Initials EW, HO, and MT. Much love for y'all spiritual donation. Okay. This is once again being brought to you in part by boomherproducts.com. Make a pledge. She'll help you get back your motherfucking edge, as well as fellas check out for the Boom Bird products as well she have available. Let her know your boy STL sent you. Be on the lookout for my premiere and upcoming episode prank calls. There will be a premiere. And also next month, I'll be dropping Lost Tracks Volume 1 on all platforms. Look out for that as well. Let me see. As we get closer, I have a date for y'all on that. All the instruments y'all heard me play will be on that. It's gonna be a 10-track album. You'll be able to buy the album or the singles, over your pick. Let me see. And shout out to everybody that came by and fuck with me on the Real Baby Mamas of YouTube. We just finished the episode. So my playback watchers who likes to watch the Real Baby Mamas of YouTube, check out that episode 8 I just did. And as you know, this is Talking Shit in conjunction with Tales from the Motherfucking Rat 2.0. As I stated, the motherfucking rat. Let me go and get my smoke grooves on. Okay. Yeah, as I stated, look like the goddamn rat was on the motherfucking another rampage. God damn. This bitch is on one. I mean, really on one. Man. The rat ain't bullshitting, y'all. Shit, she must be going through a motherfucking epidemic herself. Shit, it's more than the motherfucking COVID-19 that's fucking with her ass. It's a lot of shit that's fucking with the goddamn rat. This bitch is on a motherfucking mission. This bitch can't stop, won't stop. Oh, damn. I think somebody gonna have to motherfucker pull up on the rat for real and give it all that motherfucking smoke. I think that's what she need, y'all. You ask me. You ask me, that's what the motherfucking rat need. Go ahead and put this on. No? All right, okay. Okay. So we're gonna dip and dive into this video right here. This shit's fucking hilarious. I told y'all, man. She finds a way to remix her story up every time. The shit sound the same, but you listen real close, the shit ain't the fucking same. But she never fails to point the finger at somebody else. It seems like in this video, she points the finger at Priest. Oh, he was the one that was homeless. He's the one that had nowhere to go. Really, bitch? Okay. So, we're gonna play this bullshit. And we're gonna get us a good laugh before the night over with.
So thanks to Shxtt for having me on his platform, his Conscious Community Comedy channel. I appreciate him having me on there. I also appreciate about Shxtt his level of independence. He thinks independently. He's very much alpha. And I like that because he just thinks.
She's saying this shit right now. Soon as he does something that she don't like, oh, he's a beta male. Watch. That's what she gonna say. I thought you was my friend. Watch.
For himself, and he doesn't allow anybody else to change his mind about people he's dealing with. He deals with people on an individual basis, meaning that individual specifically has to do something in order for him to change his mind about that person. And so that's the type of person I am, and we can relate in that way because I only change my mind about a person if they do something to me, not because a crowd says that I should attack someone, or I don't jump or do like this mob mentality thing on a person simply because a whole bunch of other people are following behind some weird trend. I think independently, I'm not a follower. So, I always have a lot of respect for people who lead because those are people that I can identify with. I can't identify with a whole bunch of followers. And that's probably why a lot of people do not like me because I'm a chief. You understand? I'm not an Indian. And so.
Bitch, you say you're a chief. A chief of what? Chief of bullshit? You can't even lead yourself. How the fuck you gonna lead others? Explain that shit, bitch.
there are a lot of Indians out here who think they a chief. And 9 times out of 10.
And you think you're a computer engineer. You think you're a motherfucking minister. You think you're a madam.
Shit, the way that they carrying themselves in their, community or of people or their network of people around them are all toxic or some beta male shit or some messy gossiping ass broad shit, some stuff like that. And I'm not on that negativity. I keep it 100, I keep it a buck, but that other shit that people be doing, I'm not interested in. So I can definitely respect Shxtt for that. And I also respect him respecting my wishes on his platform, because I was like not trying to take no motherfucking calls, because I know.
Right, I'm pretty sure you don't want to take no motherfucking calls, bitch, because you know motherfuckers gonna expose your monkey ass, bitch. That's why. Told y'all this bitch run every time. Once again, y'all, be on the same accord with the same fucking question. Stop asking about this priest shit, because she knows how to deflect this shit in all different types of ways. This bitch is a for real life human rat. I'm trying to tell you, this bitch is a rat. She's a hood rat, an ain't shit rat, a trifling rat.
People are disrespectful. So anyway, we started answering questions, and I don't think he was we weren't initially going to take questions in that way. We were going to take questions in a different way, but he kind of randomly was like, all right, put your questions in the chat. And there were certain questions he was not going to ask me, because some of that shit was just stupid. And I remember in the damn interview, I was like, who's asking all these stupid questions? There was this one question that I was asked that still confuses me to this day. And every time.
Oh, I'm glad you said something, Jap. Much love to you, my nigga. You're right. Everybody, shout out to Minister Jap and Shantastic. Friday night, was it Friday night? Y'all know what night it was. Shan and Jap. They sent some people over as well as spread the word. So much love to them too, Shantastic and Jap. Make sure if y'all don't follow Mr. Jap, go over and show him some love. Just right click them and hit subscribe to him. Shannon, if you're in the building, say something so everybody can subscribe to you as well. And yeah, help Chris Law as well too with his new channel, the Chris Law Network.
Somebody says this, it confuses me. So we're talking about priest, and somebody burst out and asked me, why did I text priest that my daughter's father kicked me out, right? And I was like, I never text him that. You feel me? Like, I never text him that. Like, are you telling me that there was a text message verbatim of me saying that my daughter's father kicked me out? Where is this text? Because if priest is creating text messages and sending them out and saying that this is what I said, this creates a whole nother problem. I was wondering why people kept thinking that my daughter's father put me out, because I kept saying, why do they keep saying this? Let me clear up the story about my daughter's father one more time so people can understand. So when I met Priest in 2017. We started talking in March. We didn't decide to be in a full-blown relationship or start having sex until June. So we were talking for a while before we decided to have sex, and we had been on a couple of dates already.
I thought y'all been on so many dates. I thought you made to wait a long time. Okay, bitch. Really? So you met up in March, April, May, June. So the whole month of March, y'all was talking back and forth on POF. April came, y'all finally met. So May, June. Shit, that's what? Month, 2 months. If you made them wait that long, oh, okay. That's not bad. I give it to you if that's true. If that's true. But you saying June, so I'm suspecting that's when well, because we seen this shit ourselves. She had to post that online. Yeah, this is my hotel room. I mean, like the motherfucker was straight fabulous ass hotel room. Like the motherfucker had a big flat screen TV and shit. You know, some shit like I showed. You know what I'm saying? Nah, there's some average regular hotel room. It was cool. It wasn't all that, but it was cool. You know. But the bitch showed the shit and our fucking panties and shit. see, I can get it, man. That's what the fuck she was trying to do. Yeah, bitch, we see you.
Before we decided to have sex, okay? Or be in a relationship. All right. So when I first met him or started talking to him, I was already trying to move out of one of the properties that my daughter's father owns. He was in real estate investing. So he's always been that way. He always been good about stocks and investment. That's the person he is. He's just always been like that. Even in our
bitch, if he's that motherfucker good, why the fuck wasn't you? Why did you pick up game up on him since you've been around him all them goddamn years, bitch? Who the fuck you fooling, bitch? Really? You know goddamn well Andre is just a motherfucking HVAC motherfucking what they call it? Tech. That's what he is. I give him that. He does have a fucking career. He did motherfucking take care of his child. He did help your monkey ass out as well.
early 20s, he was cashing out stock. So he comes from a family of people who are financially stable. So it's nothing new for my daughter's father to be in real estate investment. So he had more than one property, okay? I don't think I've ever seen my daughter's father without a job. Like, even if he was between jobs, like say for instance, because he's in IT and telecom industry, he just retired from the telecom and IT industry. Even when he would be like between jobs, he would do like stuff like deliver pizza or do, like DoorDash or Uber or something. He never went just a long time with no job. That's just not the type of dude he is. And no man should be that way. So anyway, when I met Priest in early 2017, right, I was trying to get out of that property that my daughter's father owned. Not because he wanted me gone, but because it was time for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it was like, number one, Lawrenceville was very far from where I preferred to be. I wanted to be.
Oh, okay. So now it was time for you to be gone. But before, bitch, you talking about, oh, you should move in with Priest. Now it's it was for time for you to be gone after all this fucking time. It's supposed to be time 2 years before that when the motherfucking CPS came to your house, bitch. The fuck happened? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, Sansaray. That's what it was. Okay, bitch.
In Norcross, which was a lot closer. It was still in Gwinnett County, but it was closer to the metropolitan Atlanta area. So that's where I wanted to live. And so he and I always worked together as a family to take care of my daughter so she could have both of her parents. We always co-parented fine. So it was both of our ideas to share a home together and, create a stable environment for our daughter. And so when my daughter's father found out that I was dating Priest, he had never seen me like happy with a guy before. And so he was telling me, yo, I just never seen you this happy. Like my family was saying this, all of my friends, my daughter was saying this to me. She was just like, I never seen two people be so in love with each other. And my daughter's father was like, yo, I just see a difference in you. So I feel like I really believe that you should go out here and be with him. He was like, you just have my blessing. So really, I think that you should really like try to take this guy serious. And so from what he heard from my daughter, because my daughter had already been talking to Priest, and in like June or July, June, I finally introduced my daughter to Priest, and my daughter was telling her father that, yo, this guy is like so nice. He's such a good person for mommy. So we sat down and talked about it, me and my daughter's father, and I'd already been trying to leave there anyway, and they were encouraging me. I mean, everybody was.
Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't hit dislike, feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund, as you see scrolling down below, as well as if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out to me at stl4u.yt@gmail.com. We got 28 likes, got 50 people in here. Let's go ahead and get it up to 45, y'all. Let's go ahead and get up to 45. That way, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we get over 50, I'm good. I ain't concerned after that, because I know my playback watchers gonna fuck with me. So let's go ahead and get the likes on up.
Encouraging me to be with Priest. And so he was just happy. And then I think maybe, I don't know, after being at the Red Roof Inn with Priest for a little while, because Priest couldn't figure out where he lived, where he wanted to live. And then things start falling apart between me and Priest, and I'm ending up pregnant.
Well, Priest couldn't find out where the fuck he wanted to live, bitch. Why don't you just go find out where the fuck you want to live at then? Oh, well, see, Priest. Well, see, Priest. What about Sansaray? Sansaray.
And we're in like this horrible situation. I started telling my daughter's father what was going on. I was just like, he's just different. Like, ever since I told him I was pregnant, Priest is acting crazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. And my daughter's father was like, just give him some.
I'll tell you what's wrong with him. He's tired of an ain't shit bitch. He never met an ain't shit bitch in his life. He know his wife was way better situation than the fucking with your ass. That's what's wrong.
Time, this is his first kid. He's probably just scared. Like, I know I was scared when you told me you was pregnant with Dominique. So, just give him some time. He might just need to just process it. And he was so positive. He was like, just keep an open mind. You'll be fine. You and Priest will be fine. Just give him some time. Just take it slow. He was like, it probably happened too fast for him. I was like, I know, because it happened fast for me. And so then when Priest called me from work, the infamous day, which is the last day I saw Priest, when he called me from work and he told me he didn't want our baby, he didn't love he didn't love me, and he wanted to get back with Sidonia. I called my daughter's father and told him to come and get me, and I went over to my daughter's father's house to wait while Priest gathered his stuff out of the hotel room, because I told Priest to come get his stuff out of the studio, like, hotel room. And Priest came and got his stuff, and I waited until about 10:30, 11 o'clock for Priest to finish, with all his stuff. And then I came back to the room that same night. And so then, right when I finally got my ticket to fly to California, and it was like 3 weeks before it was time for me to fly out. And so I stayed with my daughter's father for those 3 weeks before I left. So if my...
Oh, now you stayed with Andre 3 weeks before you fucking left. Okay.
daughter's father didn't like me as a person, or kicked me out, or thought I was a bad person, why would he pick me up from the hotel the night Priest wanted to take his stuff out the hotel room? And when I needed food, like when Priest abandoned me there and I couldn't get Priest on the phone and I didn't have money to eat, it was my daughter's father who would bring me food. He would literally drive from his house, which was 30 minutes away, just to bring me food. Okay, so it wasn't, I don't know where people getting this from. And that's why I feel like if there's a text message out there, because I never heard anybody say, I texted Priest this. I always heard people say that Priest said this. So if there's a text message out there that Priest done doctored up that says, that is like portrayed of me saying my daughter's father kicked me out, I want to kick his ass. That'll make
Bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. Shut your monkey ass up. Talk about you want to kick Priest's ass. Bitch, this bitch ain't gonna do shit, y'all. She does, oh, I want to kick his ass. Oh, kick his ass for what? Cause he telling the truth. That's what you want to kick his ass for? That bitch act like she gonna come with all the motherfucking smoke, man. I mean, seriously. Bitch ain't gonna do shit.
even more mad at Priest. You understand? Because now he's doctoring up Texas. But I do want to give the asshole a benefit of the doubt, and maybe I said something to him or text him something that made him believe that. But 9 times out of 10, I don't think that's it. I think he was making up shit to try to make me out to be worse than what I am. So just think about this. And I have footage of me pregnant at my daughter's father's house the couple of weeks before I moved to California. So what I'm saying is true. You know, he was, I was right there in the house. So it wasn't, you know, like what everybody is saying it is. And so I don't know why this is being said, but I just wanted to clear that up because trolls always like, oh my God, you guys come out of nowhere with stuff. And a lot of times you have a lack of comprehension of something, or you're missing some type of information. And instead of you asking for clarification and listening to what that clarification is, you're still trying to find a hole in what's being said to you because you don't want to believe anything that someone is saying to you. So no, my daughter's father didn't throw me out. You know, we still to this day have a very decent friendship. You know, I think I used to be the glue that kind of held our family together. And then when I left and moved to California, or when I moved out and tried to be with Priest, I left my daughter and her father in kind of a weird like relationship to where now I was no longer there to do the things that I would usually do as a mom. You know what I mean? So, and my daughter was, 17 at this time? Yeah, she was 17. So she had one more year of high school and she was working. So I was like, okay, maybe this is a good time for me to like, you know, go out there and find my happiness and do what I do. But me and I think it was a little bit of like adjustment phase that Priest may have saw me go through with my family, my daughter and her father when I left, because when I left, things kind of switched with them because the dynamic was different. So I had to like iron out a lot of like, I don't know, like maybe a communication issue about pickup times or something like that. As far as like picking my daughter up from school.
Now, look at her. Said all this extra bullshit trying to fucking deflate. Bitch, get to the motherfucking root of the motherfucking video, bitch.
And things like that, just like schedule changes because I wasn't there. So, of course, the natural like co-parenting things that you would go through, but nothing major. So I just don't understand why he would be pulling my daughter's father into shit. You know, my daughter's father is a great guy. He's always been a great father. He's a great provider. He's a good friend to me. And I don't know. I don't know why people have tried to pull him into some mess. So I just wanted to clarify that, no, my daughter's father did not kick me out. Okay?
All right. As we heard for this ain't shit ass fucking bitch. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the like. If you don't hit the dislike, feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up. Donate to my spiritual fund, as well as if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out to me at sgl4u.yt@gmail.com. Shout out to my spiritual donators, initials, EWHO and MT. Much love for y'all spiritual donation. Oh, and Rice as well as yours too. Okay, yeah, the start of the new week was Rice. Okay. All right. We're finna dip and dive into this next one.
Let me explain something to idiots. Okay? This is the type of shit that gets you blocked. And this is why you get frustrated with me. You try to pretend like you are a good person, but you're a troll. And trolls I block. And let me explain why, because you do trolling shit. Luther P. Smith is a troll. Priest's first name is Luther. Priest's nickname is Priest and starts with a P. My last name is Smith. Luther P. Smith, troll. Comes into my comment section.
Shout out to that troll, man. She heated, man. The goddamn rat is heated. She's like, Luther P. Smith. Get your ass up out of here. The rat is heated, man. She heated about that one. All right, back to this bitch.
Why didn't you just go stay with your daughter's father and leave the hotel room, period, then? It just makes more sense. You did video after video about being stuck and abandoned. Sound like you had a place to go. No, motherfucker. Maybe in your ratchet, ignorant mind, I had somewhere to go outside of California. But to me and my son were Priest's responsibility, not my daughter's father's. My daughter's father took care of me and Dominique when I was pregnant. For 18 years, my daughter's father did what he was supposed to do as a man. It is not my daughter's father's responsibility to take care of Sansaray and Justice. My daughter's father took care of Sansaray and Dominique. Now that those days were over, it was his responsibility to be there for me as a friend, be there for me as a supporter. No, I didn't have somewhere to go. That was my daughter's father's house. What I look like being pregnant by one man, living with another? That's irresponsible as fuck. You dumb people go out here and look at women sideways when they have sex with other men while they're pregnant. But you mean to tell me you condone in your mind me being pregnant by Priest, but live?
Okay, once again, we got 32 likes. We just didn't get up to 50. I know a lot of y'all watching through the TV. Y'all not able to like the video. Shout out to everybody watching me on the flat screen. That's what's up. But once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe.
With my daughter's father. I was uncomfortable with that because that's not fair to him. It's not fair to Dre. Dre is my daughter's father. Dre did what he was supposed to do as a father. Justice and Sansaray were not my daughter's father's responsibility. He did that out of the kindness of his heart, trying to understand Priest as a man and giving Priest time. But it was not Dre's responsibility to take care of Sansaray and Justice. That was Priest's responsibility. Priest knew I was severely ill. He knew I was sick. He knew I was abandoned there. He knew I couldn't work. So why would he abandon me there? No, I didn't have anywhere to go. Dre did what he was supposed to do as support me, be there for me, and allow me to stay there for a couple of weeks until I figured out what I needed to do next week or the week after that. But to stay with him, pregnant, a big no-no. No woman is supposed to be doing that to any man. And you're sitting here coming in my comment section supposedly condoning me pregnant by one man, living with another? Are you guys stupid? This is the shit right here that gets motherfuckers blocked. Then you sit there and emotional. You're emotional about it. You do shit purposely, then you get blocked and get mad that you're blocked. That doesn't make any sense. Same Luther P. Washington person says, you made a video called The Lies Married Men Tell. In the video, you read some messages from you and Priest where you were referring to you possibly being pregnant on May 29th. Yeah, this was another time. Me being possibly pregnant, we had a pregnancy scare 2 times before Justice even came. And if Priest is out here showing text messages that my daughter's father kicked me out on that ozone layer channel he had, those are text messages he created because I never sent him a text message saying that my daughter's father kicked me out. That's what you're not listening to.
Oh, okay, so Priest went through all that fucking trouble, make a channel, along with motherfucking doctor some motherfucking text messages. Like, really? This is her first time saying this shit because that's why she's motherfucking flagged this channel down. Won't you explain that then, bitch? Why did you flag his channel down?
So this Luther P. Smith person is a troll. And then you guys wonder why you get blocked. This be the shit right here. It be the messy shit. It be the misinformation. It be y'all spreading rumors and shit. It be the you condoning the piss poor behavior of one person, but not condoning that same piss poor behavior in another person. Like, y'all got on me like a motherfucker. And I remember Cluster B saying this. Bomb Cherry did a video with her grandson. She was twerking in the video. Her grandson was there and she was twerking in front of him. Terrible choice. Cluster B said it. If Sansa Ray would have did this shit, y'all would have made it a big deal. Had I stayed with Dre, pregnant by Priest, y'all would have had something to say about that too. Now you're saying, well, why didn't you stay with Dre, pregnant by Priest? You motherfuckers will find wrong in everything I do. It doesn't matter what choice I make because you want to be a hater. So as you continue to want to be a hater, I will continue to want to block your ass. Do not come in my comment section with stupid shit like this. This is what gets you blocked. And I'm going to keep giving you examples of why you motherfuckers keep getting blocked. Number one, you don't motherfucking listen. So it's almost like I'm wasting my breath. Number two, no matter what is said to you, you will twist that shit to be whatever it is that you want it to be so it can become something negative. So what difference does it make? Luther P. Washington, you're blocked. Done. I mean, Luther P. Smith, you say Luther P. Washington. Luther P. Smith, you done. That's it. Somebody else came in the comment section. See you next Tuesday. I don't even know who this is. They're going back and forth with Luther P. Smith. This motherfucker is saying, I told Priest that my daughter's father kicked me out so I could live with Priest. Idiot. What? Listen. Number one, again, whoever this see you next Tuesday, another troll. So this is another person who's going to be blocked. And I always notice when the trolls come in because their comments are liked more than anybody. This Luther P. Smith person is clearly a troll. And their comments are liked by a whole bunch of other fake profiles. This see you next Tuesday and Luther P. Smith is 9 times out of 10 the same person juggling back between two profiles that they created. And they'll sit there and like their own comments, and their own comments will be the most popular comments. And the comment only been up there 5 minutes. And it got 17, 18 likes already. It's because it's the same profile liking. The same person with different profiles liking the same comment. And you think I'm stupid. Y'all sitting here trying to agree with each other, making up shit. First of all, my daughter's father didn't throw me out anywhere. I didn't lie to Priest and tell Priest that my daughter's father was kicking me out to get him to move with me. Okay? Priest wanted to leave his grandmother's house because Sidonia had found out that the money he was supposed to give her for rent, he was spending on me out of town. So Sidonia kicked Priest out. Priest was living with his grandmother barely because she didn't even have a bedroom for him. He needed somewhere to go, and his grandmother no longer wanted him in her house because she wasn't supposed to have anybody there to begin with. She didn't want Priest there. She didn't want Priest's mother there. She didn't even want me there. But the problem is nobody was listening to her complain about this. So she ended up moving out the house and moving to a completely different state to get away from them. So no, it wasn't Sansa Ray. Priest had nowhere to go. I could have went anywhere without him. I didn't need Priest. I could have easily went back and lived with Dre. if that's what I wanted. But I wanted to be with Priest. We were in a relationship. He supposedly loved me. So after I got pregnant, Priest comes with this bright idea because he don't know how to handle his responsibility. So his bright idea is, can you go back and live with Dre? And I said to Priest, no. I'm not going to go back living with Dre with a pregnant belly. I have a baby. This is our responsibility. This nigga Priest tried to put the responsibility of being a father to his own child on Dre. I could have went where I listen. If I wasn't pregnant, I could have moved in with one of my friends.
Oh, really? You could have moved in with one of your motherfucking friends, bitch. Why didn't you go there when Priest told you to go and I here go back to his motherfucking people's house before y'all was staying in the 40th floor? Or while y'all was staying in the 40th floor? Really? Okay.
I could have moved in with just about anybody. Because it would have been plenty of people that would have let me come live with them. But I was pregnant. That changes the entire thing. So the only person that was supposed to be taking care of me was me and Priest. That's it. Or I needed to go and live with my family in a place where I didn't have to worry about what I was going to eat from day to day to day. So yes, I did do video after video after video talking about I was abandoned, because I was abandoned. And I didn't have anywhere to go. Because no one was going to take me in pregnant. That's not other people's responsibility. And the fact that I have to explain this to some idiots on YouTube boggles my fucking mind. You troll whoever this is, because this is one person with a whole bunch of different profiles. Keep making profiles so I can keep blocking them bitches. Do it. This is the same person creating the same lies and bullshit. Stop it with the false narratives. Number one, let me say it again. Number one, my daughter's father didn't kick me out. Number two, I could have lived wherever I wanted to live. I didn't need Priest to create room and board for me. He was the one that needed room and board because Sidonia is the one that took care of him. So when she kicked him out, when she found out he was spending all of their rent money on me, he went to go move with his grandmother. When his grandmother...
If he spent all his rent money on you, how the fuck was y'all going Dutch on every fucking day, bitch? I told y'all, she say shit that fits the right now factor. All this shit that she's saying, oh, she trying to sound convincing as a motherfucker, man. This is a truly ain't shit bitch. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund, as well as if you got any questions or suggestions, feel free to email me at both strolling down below. This is being brought to you in part by BoomHerProducts.com. Make a pledge, she'll help you get back your motherfucking edge. Fellas, also check out our Boom Bird products as well. Tell that boy STL sent you. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for my prank calls, as well as Lost Tracks Volume 1. All my instrumentals I'll be playing on her will be available on all platforms. If y'all didn't check out the Real Baby Mamas of YouTube, we just did an episode today, number 8. Shout out to everybody that came by and fucked with me. And right now, y'all watching Talking Shit in conjunction with Tales from the Rat 2.0. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
Didn't want him anymore. He had nowhere to go. Priest was using me, believing that I would take care of him financially because he could not afford living alone, but I could. Then when I got pregnant and I couldn't work as much, he couldn't handle the responsibility.
Well, if you could have motherfucking afford a place, bitch, y'all should have never been in the goddamn Ford Explorer. It doesn't make no motherfucking sense, bitch.
Because he never wanted the responsibility of taking care of a household to begin with, because he never did it. He didn't do it the 15 years he was married to Sidonia, and he wasn't trying to do it then either. He is used to people taking care of him. He does not know how to take care of himself. Even now, I'm pretty sure he's living with someone. You guys need to stop it with the false narratives. Trying to piece a story together that is not true. Then when I tell the truth, you still trying to twist it around and make it seem like it's a lie. I was abandoned in a hotel. Hold that motherfucker accountable and stop being a beta fucking male. Hold these.
Oh, okay. So basically, if you don't hold Priest accountable, even though he did hold himself accountable on a lot of things, you're still a beta male, no matter what. If you disagree with her bullshit, you're a beta male. You're a troll. You're a hater.
Niggas accountable. I handled my shit. I got the fuck out of there. I took my $10,000 of donations. I moved to California and I did what I said I was going to do with the money.
Well, if you got $10,000 in donations, bitch, why the fuck would you on her ranting about 505? Doesn't make no sense, bitch. Why did you have to move in with your cousin for so long? Doesn't make no sense, bitch.
People gave me. But yet y'all still sitting up here talking about Sansa Ray scam people out of money. How? I've been living life great since people gave me money to move here. I didn't move back to Atlanta. I'm not.
Well, you might be soon, bitch. Oh, yeah, we already know the bitch in the fucking hotel. We already know that. Soon, excuse me. Soon, Sansa Ray, we gonna find that ass again. You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
Still sitting here in a fucked up situation. You people need to stop fucking trolling. That's the problem. You're the problem. Spreading false information. Come on, man.
All right. We're gonna dip and dive into this next one.
The beta males out here slow and still don't get it. You still don't get it? Idiots. Keep it 100.
Oh shit, she about to get on Keep It 100, y'all. What Keep 100, where you at, man? The rat boy, you got the rat piss, man. Shit, the rat wants the motherfucking smoke, man. She on your ass. She about to put a hit out on your ass. Just like she did the other nigga. The rat ain't bullshit, man. I told y'all, she on a mission.
Is a troll I always see. An idiot. Idiot. Oh, Monica Davis, let me handle you too. Talk about some Chris Suttonly gay. He wasn't, nigga, I didn't wake up today, bitch, just randomly and start saying he was gay. I've been saying he was gay from the beginning. But you motherfuckers didn't hear that. Monica Davis didn't hear that Chris was gay. Yes, I slept with a bisexual man. Yes, I'm bisexual myself. Why would I feel?
God damn. Really, bitch? And this bitch saying it like she motherfucking proud and standing on it. Kind of shit is that?
Feel some type of way about sleeping with a bisexual man. Hello, dummy. Listen, okay? Fake profiles. Definitely not lying on Chris. Veronica Bronner, fake profile. Monica, fake profile. Luther P. Smith, fake profile. Come on. Keep it 100. Fake profile. You said.
God damn, now you a fake profile, keep it 100. Shit, for as long as I remember, you been over here a long time. But now you in a fake profile. She told y'all, man, she got all the smoke for y'all, man. See how fake profile ass having out of here.
Alpha male, beta male, it doesn't matter. No man is wife in a reformed jump off. It's no excuse for a human to whore themselves out and then get mad because no one respects them for stupid choices that they made. You're an idiot, not an alpha. You're an idiot. Listen up, idiot. No one is a reformed jump off. But let's pretend 2 minutes that Sansa Ray is a reformed jump off, idiot. That would make Chris Law a reformed jump off. He was my jump off. He was my hoe. Right?
Okay, now Chris Law, your jump off. First, he was your ex. Then you was his mistress. Then you was his side chick. Now he's your jump off. Oh my God, bitch! Which one is it? Shit. Which one is it, bitch? Stick to one.
So how is it that Chris Law, the reformed jump off, is marriage material? He whored himself around, whored himself out, but expects me to have respect for him in his fucked up ass, low budget ass marriage. Does that make any sense? You're saying to
hold up. This bitch said Chris Law in a low budget marriage. When him and his wife got a house, not a hotel room, they got a house. When they got two or three cars, not no Uber cars, not no handout cars, not somebody else's car, but their car. They got a mortgage payment, not a hotel payment, rent due every night or every week. But that's low budget to you? Oh, okay.
me as a woman, if I'm classified as a reformed jump off, and motherfucker, let me tell you, I'm a freak today. I was a freak yesterday. I will be a freak tomorrow.
Nah, bitch, you just an ain't shit bitch. Straight ain't shit bitch. If it ain't shit bitch is in the dictionary, it's gonna say Sansa Ray Smith.
I stand 100% on my shit. I have no problem with saying I enjoy sex when I have it. I ain't had sex in 3 years and I'm still sitting here saying I'm a freak.
Well, bitch, you ain't no freak. You's a motherfucking dried up ass hoe. That's what the fuck you is. A straight dried up ass motherfucking hoe. And you can't afford a fuck, bitch. No, come on now. That shit it won't work for you, Sansa Ray. You can't afford to fuck. How it is, you got to go to a hotel, get fucked, then get dropped back at another hotel. No. Don't be fucking out here, Sansa Ray. No. Just keep your legs closed and keep your mouth closed, and you might be all right.
I like sex. You got a problem with a woman liking sex? That sounds like you got some issues. You the one insecure. Now listen to what you're saying. This is why you get deleted. This is why trolls get deleted, because you saying stupid shit. No man is wiping a reformed jump off. My point with Chris is no woman should be making a reformed jump off her husband either. Chris is not husband material. He's fucked too many women. He's whored himself around. So if what you're saying, keep it 100, is true, that a reformed jump off shouldn't be married, shouldn't be wifed up, they shouldn't be husband up either. That's the point I'm trying to make with you stupid ass betas. You're dumb. Listen to what's being said, troll.
Yeah, everybody dumb. Everybody ain't smart. Everybody's stupid. Let's see what else. Everybody else is broke. All except Sansa Ray. Okay.
Shall we go over your comment again? Alpha male, beta male, it doesn't matter. No man is wifing a reformed jump off. It's no excuse for a human to whore themselves out and then get mad because no one respects them for stupid choices they made. Niggas is out here respecting me all day. They don't give a fuck about who I fucked because they're alphas. They don't give a shit. Betas.
Okay, but once they find out who the fuck you really is, trust me and believe, they ain't gonna stick around too motherfucking long.
Is out here disrespecting women when these same betas are the ones who were jump offs to other bitches. Are y'all missing the point of what I'm saying about Chris Law? He is a whore. He is a bisexual whore who is no more valuable than any woman who is a bisexual whore. It's the same shit. But you guys want Chris Law's bisexual whoring to be more acceptable than a woman's bisexual whoring when it's equal. It's the same shit. This nigga didn't just become suddenly gay today. I'm not just waking up this morning and lying about Chris. Listen to all of the audios I've ever done about Chris. All of them. In each one, I at least mentioned one time that he was homosexual. How many times have I spoke about him and Jap together in a homosexual manner? Y'all want to overlook that. Just because you finding out today that I'm saying it doesn't mean I haven't been saying this shit since the beginning. He's bisexual. Okay? There's no such thing as a reformed jump off. Chris was a whore then and he's a whore now. Just because he's married, trying to claim to y'all he's happily married. So if he was the nigga that was going around sleeping with a whole bunch of bitches in the swingers lifestyle, right? And he was sleeping around with a whole bunch of niggas and watching motherfuckers fucking each other, and now he's married, that would make him a reformed hoe, a reformed jump off. So why would that still make that bitch nigga husband material? It doesn't. It only makes sense in the mind of a beta, not an alpha male. That stupid beta male logic, thinking that you can go around here and be a whoremonger, sleep with this person and that person, but you still marriage material to every man. I mean, to every woman. Every woman is supposed to still sit here and think you some type of king or some shit when you slept around with a whole bunch of bitches. You ran through. Why would a bitch want to be with you? You've disrespected your body. You've disrespected other women. You've cheated on women. You've lied on women. You manipulated women, but you still want women to worship you. That's the problem. That's the conversation I'm having with you idiots when I talk about Chris Law. The double standard that's there. You bitch niggas can't keep thinking this beta. To where you thinking a woman gonna classify you as valuable after you've done so much disrespectful shit to yourself and women. I spent majority of my 20s being the best girlfriend I could be. Till I realized niggas don't appreciate that shit. So I'm gonna go out here and do what the fuck I wanna do. Me and Chris Law set some rules. We had rules for each other when we walked through that door at that swingers party.
Oh shit, here you go. Here you go, y'all. Let's hear how this shit changed right here.
That little sausage party he took me to, the rule was don't kiss anybody, don't give anybody oral sex. What did Chris do? Break those rules. So instead of me sitting there crying because this nigga on the garage floor eating 3.
Hold up, crying? Bitch, what the fuck you crying for? They ain't your man. The fuck you crying for? Shit, you know damn well when you step up in there, it's open season. Everything up for grabs. This bitch talking about, instead of me sitting there crying, bitch, what the fuck you crying for?
For woman vaginas and shit, what did I do? I went and fucked Rowdy. I said, oh, he want to play that game. Two can play that game. You don't realize who you fucking with. I'm not the bitch that's going to sit here and cry Argentina for some nigga because he broke a rule. Oh, you want to play that?
Hey, let everybody know, put alert sign up and let everybody know, because sometimes people get a call on their phone and it'll stop. But one thing they can't do is rewind back. So let everybody know to make sure they put the cursor, the red cursor, up to speed. My minds, let everybody know, everybody need to put the cursor up to speed. So because they probably gonna hear this. Shit, who knows how long they been on the phone or off their phone. Yeah, put the cursor up to speed. That way y'all can keep up.
That game, whoremonger. Okay. 2 can play it. 2 can play it. See, I'm real. Listen, I get it. Beta males want to be able to get away with murder and they don't want women to do shit. That's fine. That's the type of beta male shit you want to be on. Knock yourself out. That shit ain't gonna happen over this way.
Chris, you remember I told you, I said she was pissed off, man, about the pussy contest, nigga. That's why she went upstairs and got that train ran on her. Oh, okay. You want to eat these hoes pussy? Okay, nigga. I'm showing you how I get down. I told you. You remember me telling you that? I said, man, she seen you doing the motherfucking dude with the pussy contest and shit. She went upstairs like, okay, I finna grab my own crowd. And she sure the fuck did. She had a whole crowd with a motherfucking line behind it.
That shit ain't gonna happen over this way. After fucking with Pris, I realized that these niggas wasn't shit. Okay? Really. After I seen how this nigga did his own fiance, then his own wife, I was like, you know what? I'll never want to be fucking married. Ever. Then I met Priest. And Priest was a motherfucking confirmation that I definitely don't want to marry. At least not marry no beta male. So it may be logical in your mind to think that these niggas don't wife up reformed hoes, but niggas is marrying side chicks left and motherfucking right. Don't get it twisted, nigga. Niggas is marrying side chicks. Niggas is marrying strippers. Niggas is marrying porn stars. Niggas is marrying prostitutes.
But there ain't no motherfucking body marrying your stanky pussy ass bitch. That's the problem that you got.
You just the idiot walking out here wanting a woman to feel bad about her sexuality. That shit ain't gonna work over here. I don't fall victim to that misogyny and sexism shit because I'm not concerned about what you motherfuckers think about me. I don't want to be with a motherfucker who gonna misjudge me. The motherfucker I'm dating right now don't give a fuck. Listen, the motherfucker I'm dating right now, who I'm considering dating seriously, I known this nigga since middle school.
Oh, shit. Okay. Now it's a Facebook nigga. That's what it is. Ain't no right, Sansa Ray. This is a Facebook nigga. I told y'all. This bitch cannot approach no man face to face to save her fucking life. I told y'all this. She just can't. She doesn't have the charisma to do that. She likes to use the internet because they give her a foot ahead. The way she can spy on him, see who he the likes he hitting, the stuff he like to do. That's how she did Priest. You know? Then they, you know, saying she make it feel like, oh, it's a match made in heaven. Then you really get to see what the fuck she is. You're like, oh my God, this is a straight trifling ass ain't shit bitch. What the fuck was I thinking about?
When this nigga found out I fucked 2 guys, had a threesome, right? Fucked 2 guys to fulfill the sexual fantasy of a married man I was sleeping with, and I was his mistress. You know what this nigga said to me?
I thought Chris was your jump off. Now you was his mistress. Okay.
Shit, I slept with 2 women. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the last time you had sex? I said 3 years. You know, this nigga said, damn, you ain't had your ass or pussy licked in 3 years. I said, no, nigga. No, and this was a man who was married for 12 years. He was married for 12 years and has been single for like 5. and just moved to Sacramento just to be with me. Nigga.
Oh my God. That's the worst mistake that nigga ever made in his motherfucking life. God damn. Oh shit. If that's true, that's the worst mistake that nigga made in his motherfucking life, y'all. But let's go back a week, y'all. Ain't this the same motherfucking bitch that was pissed? Talking about, oh, me and Michael, we supposed to be starting something. Ain't this the same bitch? Just as I thought.
This is not out here concerned about who I fucked 10 years ago. Cause he alpha. This nigga don't give a fuck about that shit. He like, we could be freaky together. I'm like, all right. All right. Somebody that's going to accept you for who you are. Not somebody that's going to misjudge you. There is somebody out there for everybody. There's freak bitches and there's freak niggas. There's whoremongers that are male and there's whoremongers that are female. They're prostitutes and they're motherfucking gigolos. You holier than thou motherfuckers can kiss my entire asshole. I'm not concerned about any of you. Dealing with none of y'all is making or breaking me. What you think about me does not stop my bills. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is a bigger picture to life than this stupid shit. There is so much other shit going on that the last thing that you need to be doing is judging somebody about their sexuality. As long as I ain't walking around here spreading AIDS and HIV to people, you shouldn't be concerned about how often I use my vagina or any.
But you go around this motherfucker ain't had no motherfucking pap smear in 10 motherfucking years, bitch. You walk around this motherfucker ain't went to the doctor and shit, God knows how motherfucking long. What the fuck you mean? Trifling ass bitch.
Anybody else uses their vagina. You need to stay concerned about your own dick and balls. If you don't want to stick your dick and balls inside of a whore or a reformed jump off, then don't be a whore or reformed jump off your goddamn self. Okay? If you're looking for a motherfucking Mother Teresa, then you need to be the Pope your goddamn self. You can't keep looking out into the world expecting women not to be hoes when your ass a hoe. I don't want to fuck with a girl. I'm not going to wife no chick who a reform hoe, but your ass is a dirty dick community dick dude. You out here with 6 and 7 baby mamas and shit and 3 and 4 ex-wives. Come on, man, stop. Go back and listen to my clips about Chris Law, idiot. I didn't start talking about him being bisexual today. I've been giving y'all hints about that shit for 3 years. And had you idiots had any fucking sense, you would have heard it before now. Trolls get blocked. Trolls get deleted. Come on my channel with some shit that makes sense. Outsmart me intellectually, and then maybe your dumb ass can stay here. But keep saying dumb shit. I'm just going to delete you. Keep it moving.
All right, y'all. And I got 2 requests for a video, but I'm gonna let y'all choose which one this is gonna get played. So we got one more. What, an hour, 10 minutes? Okay, yeah. We might be able to do 2 more, but we're definitely gonna get this one out the way.
Let me tell you something. It's the same one.
There she go. Let me tell you something. Listen to this. Check this out.
Or 2 people with different profiles playing around. I saw Sansa Ray tell so many different stories when she was pregnant. No, you didn't. Because I've been telling the same goddamn story. It's the same story. Over and over and over. It's no different. Priest tried to leave a couple of times after he found out I was pregnant. When he first found out I was pregnant, he was happy. Then finally, sometime later on, he called me and said, hey, I think I want to get back with Sidonia. I don't want our baby. I don't love you. I told him to gather his shit because I thought he wanted to leave. But turns out he didn't. He was just telling me that. Wasn't that he wanted to leave. And he was surprised that I was telling him to leave. So he came to get his shit. I left him there to have his space to leave his shit. Came back. I was thinking he was going to call later on. Maybe he wanted to, check on his child. Because I said to him, don't miss anything. He ended up missing everything. Told everybody our baby wasn't his. All of this fuck shit that, fuck niggas do. Find out the baby is his. He's still out here. Acting stupid. He posted our text messages. People like, why did you tell the story if you and Priest you were telling your business? Really? So Priest telling my business, our business about our relationship to his coworkers and his ex. Oh, that's nothing though. That's not somebody telling their business, really. But when I tell people on YouTube that we're broken up and this is why, Sansa Ray tells all of her business. Then this nigga turns around and posts our text messages. And I'm finding out now he posted some text messages that I didn't even send him, but he told you guys I sent them. Texts that this nigga done made up that I never sent him. And I'm just now finding out this shit today. Motherfuckers complain about me telling the same story over and over and over again, but then turn around and claim that I'm not telling the same story over and over again. And if I address the questions that y'all ask about Priest all of the time, you complain that I'm talking about Priest all the time. You're asking me questions about Priest, and then when I answer them, it's, Sansa Ray, why are you still talking about Priest? Trolls. Guess what? I'm going to just delete you and keep it moving, like I do on my other channel. I do that faithfully there. Motherfuckers coming in, boop. The second I see Priest's name in the comments, say, boop, delete. Boop, anything stupid, boop, delete. Moderators too, my moderators be on it. Come over there with some fuck shit. See how that works out for you. I'm tired of the fake rumors and shit being like spread with you motherfuckers. You niggas just make up shit. And I honestly believe it's like the same one or two people with like 30 to 50 profiles. All these goddamn profiles. Sitting here having conversations back and forth with yourself. Thumbsing up your own comments. Trying to make it seem like it's more than one person. Oh yeah, I remember co-signing each other. Oh yeah, I remember when Sansa Ray said this. No, you don't. Because Sansa Ray never said that. Then some of y'all sit there and pretend like you're girls. I'm not stupid, man. Other people might be stupid enough to fall for that shit, but I know this is the same handful of people. This is the same handful of people who always trying to start shit anonymously, like that motherfucker who sent me that all them Cluster B clips. Cluster B's talking shit about you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. Cluster B talks about everybody. The fuck? People out here trying to orchestrate shit, start shit. I know. And the only difference between me and a whole bunch of these other motherfuckers that y'all sit down and orchestrate drama with, I don't care what you bastards think about me. None of you. None of you.
Oh, we bastards. We know where our mama and daddy at, but we bastards. But you ain't never know your daddy. Okay, bitch. All right, I get it.
I try to tell you the truth, try to clear up some information for you. You can do whatever you want with that information. But what I'm not going to do is jump through hoops to get you to like me. I don't know you. You're a fucking stranger behind a fake profile. What the fuck I look like trying to get your adoration? That's stupid. They're like, Sasha, you're a whore. Okay. I love my life. Whatever term you want to call me. Trust me, if I was hoeing around like you think, I probably would have had some penis before now. It's been 3 years. And if I want to hop on some penis, trust me, I'm going to love that shit and do it. I'm going to look back. I'm going to look back. Nobody about to make me feel guilty about some sexcapades. Y'all can't even admit y'all sexcapades. Y'all too busy hiding them shits in the closet. One bitch was like, Chris Law just became suddenly he gay. Bitch, he wasn't suddenly gay. You just now getting it, bitch. You just now getting the message. I've been saying this shit for 3 years. I've been saying that nigga a tinge of bisexual for 3 years, and y'all wasn't picking up on the hints because y'all dumb. Y'all too big.
Hey, my mods grab the stream y'all link. About to let everybody start critiquing in a minute.
Busy wanting me to look like a bad person because I don't want to fit in with y'all little clique. Cliques are corny to me. Cliques, little groups, little communities are corny to me.
But you steady running to these cliques and these fucking communities or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, to collab. Make that make sense, bitch.
That's why I don't involve myself with them. That's why I'm not trying to be everybody's friend. Especially when I know it's so much toxic and mess on the internet. If I'm going to be friends with somebody, we're going to be friends in real life. We're not going to be friends on the internet just for internet's sake.
But that's the same motherfucking bitch talking about Mark is her friend. Okay.
Because we just bored as fuck and we want our reputations to look so good online. No. To me, that's not real friendship. Anywho, I got shit to do. Again, I try to answer people's shit, but y'all motherfuckers just keep coming up with new shit, coming up with more shit, coming up with new. Don't nobody got time for all that. Now, I tell y'all shit for entertainment purposes, for clarity, for people that may want to know, motherfuckers that care. If you don't, that's all good too. But when I got motherfuckers like Chris Law lying and shit, oh, don't you worry, Chris. The truth will come out about you. Mm-hmm. The truth will come about you. Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to just let the universe just spread that. Sitting up here spreading rumors and lying about our situation. Okay. Let's see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Motherfuckers who clap for that shit, more power to you. Beta male logic at its finest, do it. I got to go.
And there you have it for the motherfucking rat. Boy, she got that motherfucking smoke out for Chris Law, man. Shit, she ain't bullshitting with Chris Law, man. Shit, Chris Law, yeah. I got you, Chris. Think it's a game. All right. Okay, I'm waiting on these videos to come through. If not, I already handing out the link for everybody to come critique, go state their claim. Said 29 like, 1 dislike. Hold the fuck up. So we had more likes than that. Somebody said we was at 46. Man, you need a refresh. Yeah, Mange need a refresh. Let me see. Yeah, I put the link. My mom's put the link back out for everybody. Nobody don't come up. We're about to shut it on down. I already emailed one person, told them to send me the link to the video that they requested for.
Let me see here. Okay. Just intermission right quick till somebody come up, or till I get one of these videos. Make sure you email me the video now.
Wanna train on this nigga, choo choo. 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 Damn, calm down, man. I'm ready. Hey, yo, P, what's cracking, nigga? I'm trying to get my roll on, Q. So where we headed? The Players Club, fool. You about it? About it, nigga. I heard it was hoes at the Players Club. Oh, yeah, like that big booty girl that you know. Your boy was trying to hide her. She did it. Too, nigga. Look at that pump on. You ready? Now, which one of y'all freaks wanna get down with the biggest nigga in town? The world renowned. You can meet me downtown in the lobby. Walking past niggas, that's drives, no more hobby. Step into the elevator. Press the penthouse. Smell the smoke in the hall, we getting bent out. We just sit down for room service. Why you acting cool and your cousin looking nervous? Bullshit conversation about your occupation. Here we go with this mandatory time wasting. My nigga Master P is in Suite 23 doing hella shit to your relative in the ghetto. Turning fine hoes in the petals. Hands on our metals, never have to fetch hoes. They come running with their fans and their best clothes to get stuck by the nigga worth $1 million. I won't lie and say I had $1 million. I tell you what, first I get them, then I share them. I get my hand fucked up and then I dare. Cause I'm a hoe, you know I'm a hoe. I fuck 3 different bitches after every show. Cause I'm a hoe, you know I'm a hoe. How do you know? Because I told you so. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. No. Cuban Master P going half on the winch. Yeah. I ain't Houdini, I'm the nigga with the bean. Yeah. About to hit the Player Club looking for a G. A 36, 24, 36. A Hoogie with a big butt and some tits. She gotta be rowdy, I mean be bowdy. Yeah. Shed a nanny with my boys or your alley. I held up. Ride over with the 20-inch wheel, wood grain in the slant for the sex appeal. Got them bumping, jumping, yeah, saying something. Yeah, how you do that? There the hoes keep coming. There they go, there they go, there they go. No matter how much you give them, they gon' want some more. So I'm a hoe, you know I'm a hoe. Make them say, then I let them go. I'm a hoe, you know I'm a hoe. You's a hoe. Make them say, then I let them go. That's what a hoe, you know you's a hoe. How do you know? Cause I told you so. Yeah. West side hoes say, down south hoes say, East coast hoes say, Midwest hoes say, you's a hoe, you know you's a hoe. How do we know? Because your pussy is so. A diggy 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 dick song. 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 Hey yo P, man, with all the hoes I see you with, man, I know you's a hoe. Shit, nigga, you the hoe, nigga. All the bitches I see you with. Nah, man, homie, you the biggest hoe in town, homie, nigga. Nah, man.
All right. I just got in this video. We're gonna run through this one. Ain't nobody came up to the panel, so we're gonna go ahead and play this one. I guess she talked. Okay, it's done in 2016. I guess she talking about some financial advice. So I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna run through this one. I hear her bullshit and lies.
So I know I fool y'all sometimes. Some of y'all forget that I am in corporate America. Yes, I'm a computer engineer. Sometimes I take on positions that are less responsible. Business analysts, for example. Sometimes I do business analyst work or IT analyst work when I want to do.
Welcome to the panel, Sam.
Hey, STL, how are you?
Okay, yourself.
I'm doing good. Listening to this crazy ass woman. So you can ready to play another video? You can go ahead. I can wait.
No. Go ahead. That way, kind of, prolong time and give a little extra time to it. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. So Listening to this video that she did. So she said that she had her and Priest had pregnancy scares before, right? So if Priest was all of these bad things and he didn't have no money and he didn't have this, why would you get pregnant by him? Why would you decide that you want to have a baby by this man when this man ain't got no money, he ain't got nowhere to stay, but you had it going on, but you ended up staying in the Walmart parking lot and you ended up staying at his grandmother's house, and then you lie and say she tried to make it seem like she didn't stay at the grandmother's house, okay? But she did, and like she had somewhere to go. So if you had somewhere to go, why were you saying that you were abandoned if you had somewhere to go? So it's like she's contradicting herself all the way through that video. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
It's like, what lie you gonna tell? It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand why she keep lying in there. Why she and then she says the priest was obligated to take care of her and justice. No, he wasn't. He obligated to take care of justice. That ain't your husband.
Right.
He ain't obligated to take care of you, bitch.
And that's what
Okay.
he doing. But you let her tell her he a deadbeat.
He a deadbeat. She wanted him to take care of her the way Andre took care of her.
Right.
Lazy ass. And it backfired on her. And I'm so sick of why she keep talking about Chris. That shit was 10 years ago. This is 2020. That happened in 2010, 2009. Why is she still talking about that? Why is she still harping on Chris? I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the point? You know?
It's a sympathy card she want to carry with her. Oh, this is
Well,
the reason why I'm in this position I'm in now. That's
well, it
all
ain't
it
no
is.
sympathy. So is Chris fault she in that position?
She emerged a man like it is, and she ain't seen that nigga in 10 years.
That bitch crazy. She really is. She is really crazy. But she said she had so many places that she could go. Why didn't you go?
Exactly.
Why
Like
didn't
I
you
said,
go?
she will say that story for the right now factor, because if you ask, okay, well then Sasha going off for that. Well, why the fuck did y'all, why did y'all move into the? I ain't gonna say move in, but why did y'all had to start sleeping in the truck?
Right. If you had money and had a place and you could have got a place and you had it going on like that, why wouldn't you get a place and then just let him move in with you since you just had to have him?
Right.
And she had said before that he left her 3 times prior to her being pregnant. Why would you get pregnant by a man that left you 3 times, didn't have shit, didn't have no money, had to go live with his grandmother, but you gonna get pregnant? Oh, let's get pregnant. I'm gonna get pregnant by you, even though we've had 2 or 3 pregnancy scares before. So
Oh
you
yeah.
met his ass in
I'm gonna get
March.
her lodge. I'm gonna get pregnant, even though we ain't got no place to go.
Yeah, we ain't got no place to go. Now I met you. What she said? I met him in March, and then in April and May. So he left you 3 times from the time you started having sex. It's the story just don't make. She changes the story too much, and it don't make no freaking sense. And you was stupid ass to get pregnant by him. Okay, that was dumb. If what she's saying is true, because she say she telling the truth on this now. So you were stupid to get pregnant, and you were stupid to lay up in a hotel abandoned when you say you had somewhere to go. You had plenty of places to go. Well, if you did, who wouldn't let you in as a pregnant woman? People would let you in even more so because you're pregnant. And then you got $10,000. People from YouTube gave you $10,000, right? Okay, but you had to end up staying at a domestic shelter.
Okay.
Uh,
Welcome to the chat. God bless. Go ahead.
yeah.
Hey, good. How you doing, Cynthia?
Hey,
STL,
God
Grace Starks,
bless.
all these. How
What's
you
going
doing? I hope you
on?
guys doing safe. I'm doing great. Hi, STL.
How you doing?
You know, the lies of Sansaray is so transparent. Okay, so let me ask you this, guys. So Sansaray at that time stated that she had 8 streams of income, right? So if you couldn't move in your father's and your baby daddy's house, you mean you couldn't afford the first month rent and deposit for a studio apartment in Atlanta?
Okay.
So that means, Sansaray, that you are lying. You never had money. You were still living at Dre's house, and this man got tired of you living in his house. You probably didn't clean. You didn't bathe yourself. You a type of chick would eat some food and leave the dishes in the sink and don't put it in the dishwasher. You that type of chick. So you know what? Drake got tired of that and he kicked you out. I don't believe Priest lied when he said you got kicked out. I
Uh,
believe you got kicked out.
yeah,
What's the
absolutely.
purpose of him lying about that?
Right.
I
And
mean,
then
let's be honest. That's what happened. And I think second of the reason why she's so mad at Chris Law has a new YouTube channel. And I think that's what's upsetting her. She wants to get him off YouTube because he doesn't play in her narrative. Chris Law can be talking about black love and marriage. Then she gets on her God Queen drama and try to buff what he's saying, even when he doesn't even mention her name. You so obsessed with Chris Law. Now your obsession with Chris Law is replacing Priest, and Priest is the one that knocked you up and left you.
exactly. And then she's saying that Jap is gay. But then you just said you discussed it with Chris because you're saying Chris was gay and bisexual. But now you're saying Jap is gay. But then you said you wanted to fuck Jap if you could.
Exactly.
So what?
Exactly.
It's like, girl, go take some medication and sit your ass down somewhere.
And it's not working. Now Brandy, now she has this imaginary boyfriend
She
who
got a
came down.
boyfriend?
Girl, that's
I
what she
missed
said.
that. Okay,
She
what
has
we
a
talking about?
boyfriend that came down, they relocated just for her during the pandemic. This is a virus outbreak, but he relocated just for her, I guess because he liked the way she DoorDash. So now he said, your DoorDash is so sexy, I gotta relocate.
So he relocated to California
These
to
because
be.
he saw yeah, because he saw how she looked and because she was able to DoorDash. And she told him about the two guys he slept with. Sansray, just tell the truth. You slept with
Oh,
10 guys that night.
oh my God.
If you I, she said she's so proud of it, then be proud of it. You slept with 10 guys.
Right, right.
I
It's,
don't know what's with the lies.
I don't either. Because the lies are like, people listen to you. We know you lying. You say one thing 3 months ago. Now you saying something different today. Chris was doing all this oral sex with these women, but he gay. It's like, girl, and you didn't want to cry. What the hell you crying for at a damn swingers party? Isn't that
Okay.
what they do?
Yeah.
Ah,
But we got Nurse Joy up on the panel. Welcome to the panel. We're gonna go ahead and dip and dive to this 8-minute video. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna let Nurse Joy chime in.
okay, I'm a mute.
Some light work. In business, and a lot of people are like, show me your degree, especially a lot of people on YouTube. A lot of people believe that because I'm a black woman, I'm not educated. I'm just saying I'm a computer engineer, or I'm saying
Nah, people believe that you full of shit, so that's why they ask you to show your motherfucking degree.
I have computer certifications and I don't really have them. I actually do have them, but I'm not going to take the time out to sit here and feed a whole bunch of negativity and show you guys my diplomas and certifications and things of that nature, because it's really not for my YouTube viewers. That's more for people who are interested in hiring me or X, Y, and Z. I've been doing a lot of job hunting lately, and I think I've landed me a decent job. Now, people always ask me how am I able to juggle as much as I do, because I always say that I'm working all of the time, but I never tell you guys specifically what I'm doing. I have several sources of income that I work on at one time. Usually, when I'm having a good year, this is what's going on in my life. I'm working a regular corporate America job between the hours of like 5 a.m. to like 2. Then I turn around and I do web design, graphic design, and video editing. That's my second source of income. Then I'll turn around and I'll do YouTube videos, which kind of falls into the graphic design and the web design. So that's my third source of income. Then I'll turn around and I'll do events. Now, depending upon where I do the event at, depends upon how much money I will get. So if I do it at a club, sometimes clubs will give me the door while they have the bar, or I'll work it out with a restaurant or lounge that doesn't want to have a cover charge, and we'll split the bar and food. And I'll work with them where they'll give me a percentage of whatever I make at the bar. So let's count that. We have corporate America, which is 1 paycheck. Graphic design, web design, that's 2 paychecks. YouTube videos, that's 3 paychecks. Event and promotions, that's 4 paychecks. Now, not only do I also do that, I do motivational speaking. So a lot of people will book me for stuff. Sometimes it'll be free. Sometimes it'll be $200. Sometimes it'll be $500. So that's a lot of stuff that I'm doing all at one time. When you look at celebrities or people who make or look like they're living a luxury lifestyle, 9 times out of 10, they have more than one source of income. However, it depends on the person, because there are a lot of people out here that look like they are wealthy and they asses are broke. And really, that's majority of people, because it's a lot of everyday working class people.
But right now on this motherfucking video, bitch, you look like you ain't shit. You still ain't shit. This bitch got the nerve talking about a motherfucking motivational speaker. Bitch, only thing you motivated me to do is motherfucking slap the fuck out your dumb ass.
Okay. And she can't be doing much of none of that shit now with the pandemic. So we know you're not doing no event planning, because ain't nobody having no fucking parties.
Exactly.
Okay? So ain't nobody at the bar. So you can scratch that one. I thought she said she wasn't doing graphic designs anymore. She just said that on a video last week, that she's not really doing graphic designs anymore.
Well, she can't because there ain't no events.
Ain't no events. So you ain't doing that one. So scratch that source of income. What fucking job you working at corporate America where you work from 5 to 2?
Nah, look like this bitch going for a job interview, you ask me.
Well, she says she works corporate America from 5 to 2. Girl, bye.
Well, this is an old video. It's an old video now.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
it's old. Yeah, it's 2016.
Okay, well,
he
it's
was,
still
yeah, he
relevant
was
in
dead.
2020.
Right.
Okay, the bitch still lying. Okay.
Now, I want you to get too wrapped up thinking like this was just done. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm getting ready to say,
it's an old video.
Shut up.
Was she a minister at that time? Was she a minister?
Nah, she supposed to be a minister when she first got down to
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
No, she was a motivational speaker. Motivate your ass to pop her in the throat. That's what she motivates.
That's it.
Shit.
Kick a dead up in that motherfucking ass. That's the only thing that motivates me. Yep. That's the only thing you made it motivate me to do. I think for a handful of others, kick your ass too. That's the only thing you motivate motherfuckers to do.
Right.
Beat the dog shit out your dumb ass.
Right. Motivate that. Oh, where's Nurse Joy? I'm gonna go on mute. Where's Nurse Joy?
Yeah, she gonna come in a minute. We got 4 more minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm going.
That'll be driving a BMW or a Benz or something crazy like that they can barely afford. Like they can barely pay the maintenance on their car. I'm not that woman. I make a lot of money in corporate America, and I make a lot of money doing the things that I do on the side. So when I'm generating all of this money and I have all this money, the last thing I want to do is put it into materials. What I suggest everybody does is invest their money into things that actually will turn into another source of income, which will be somewhat residual. That's the reason why I like YouTube so much, because YouTube is somewhat residual. Like I can still make money off of old videos. So I tend to promote all of my videos. I have 700 videos, so I can make money on all 700 of them if I promote all 700 of them. But promoting a YouTube channel and getting enough subscribers and enough views. It's a lot of work. Having a YouTube channel is just as much work as having a corporate job. So imagine if you're putting 100% into your corporate America job, 100% into your YouTube channel, 100% into your web design, graphic design, 100% into being a motivational speaker, 100% into doing events. Imagine how tired I am majority of the time. Then people turn around and ask me how am I a mother at the same time. Well, the good thing about Dominique is she's old enough. She's 16. But even when she was younger, I used to take her on jobs with me. So Dominique knows the music industry very well. She knows the promotions and marketing industry very well. My daughter will probably be a very, very good businesswoman when she gets of age. But right now, I just take her to all of the meetings that I'm going to. Like, I take my daughter to do a whole bunch of extravagant stuff that no other kid in her school can say that she did. Like, I sat her down and we sat and had dinner with the cast of Love and Hip Hop. She could not believe that I took her to this. Like, I'll tell my daughter all day, you know, I have a whole bunch of people around me who are in the entertainment industry. In her eyes, she sees mommy. She doesn't see a celebrity. And in your eyes, like some people that may be watching me, you guys don't know who I am. So if I say to you that I have celebrity friends, you're probably thinking, the celebrity friends she has, it can't be that, too much. I try not to put my celebrity friends and try to use them as people to help me get views. I do everything.
But just sit here and come bash other motherfuckers to get views. You go around line talking about you fuck Ray Lavender to get views. Okay.
On my own. A lot of people don't understand how many people I know. I keep my relationships with people inside of the entertainment industry very private. So when I tell my daughter, I was hanging out with this person and I was hanging out with that person, she's actually surprised when she walks in and sees me and that person together. She's still just as shocked as you would be if you saw me and that celebrity together. So I try to give her that type of lifestyle. But the main thing that I do to juggle everything, I always know when it's time to chill. You know what I mean? Like, I let the universe guide me. When the universe tells me to sit still, it's time for me to sit still. When the universe tells me to go, I go. I just listen to the natural impulse. And if it starts to feel like I'm trying too hard, or I'm starting to feel angry, or I'm starting to feel too anxious, I just stop and I let it calm down. And then the universe will tell me which way to go, left, right, up, down. Sometimes it'll take me back into the beginning and to where I should have been going in the first place. So, to keep peace of mind with all of that stuff is I spend limited amount of time with people. Like, because I interact with so many different people, I have to make it limited, because too much of anything will drive you crazy. So because there's so many people contacting me, calling me, let me tell you something. I filter my phone calls using my email and texts. So my phone rings. When I tell you, my phone is ringing and ringing and ringing. It rings all day. I finally got it to stop ringing after 10 p.m. But it's still some nights my phone will be ringing 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. People are calling me from all over the world, not just America. People are calling me from Africa. They're calling me from Australia. So in order for me to
Get the fuck out of here. Wait a minute.
God damn, bitch. You could pick up the phone and call them motherfuckers to get 505?
Who the hell she know this on Love and Hip Hop? Bitch, sit down.
Nobody.
And she
She just had
Sansa don't have long disabilities or capabilities on phone. International.
Right. Well, she got a Metro
have
PCS.
international.
She had Boost at the time, okay? Girl.
All right, let's just finish this one last minute.
Okay.
To just get a peace of mind, I barely answer the phone. I barely answer the phone. Like, you really have to text me to get me to answer you, or you have to email me to get me to answer you. So it's so much going on, but I got things that I'm trying to accomplish. And anyone who is working on their dreams and trying to start their business, or trying to be an entrepreneur, or trying to finish college, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, just remember to pace yourself and remember that God or the universe will guide you. If you just listen to that nudge, if you listen to your instinct, it will tell you how to get to your success. Have vision and stay focused. Bye.
All right, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the spiritual donations. Just got one in. Initials AM. Much love for your spiritual donation.
Initials EW, much love for your spiritual donation. Initials HO, much love for your spiritual donation. Initials MT, much love for your spiritual donation. And Rice, much love for your spiritual donation as well. To the ones who donated to China. She said she got them. She said much love. She do thank y'all again. I can't remember what they was. Let me see. I know initials MT and somebody else. It was two people, but the two people that showed China some love on the playback. She said much love. She received it. And let me see. Also, this been brought to you and poured by Boom Her Products.com. Make a pledge. She'll help you get back your motherfucking edge. Fellas, also check out for the Boom Bird products as well. Be on the lookout for my premiere of prank calls. And also be on the lookout for my Lost Tracks Volume 1 dropping next month on all platforms. Okay. And also, if you missed the Real Baby Mamas of YouTube, feel free to go back and watch the playback. We did one at episode 8 today. Shout out to everybody that can't fuck with me on that. Right now, y'all watching Tales for the Rat, conjunction with Talking Shit. Okay. Nurse Joy, go ahead. Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay, let me try to push you out and pull you back in. Okay, say something now. Yeah, probably just refresh it. It come on back in, Nurse Joy. Yeah, we can't hear you. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Cynthia. God bless either one of the two.
God bless him. Go ahead. I'm on mute.
Well, STL, STL. Sorcery is a whack job. I don't know what to say. It's to the point I don't even know what to say, brother. I mean, she's stalking 2 or 3 men at one time. She's still wearing the dirty black sweater. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say to Sorcery. Sorcery is just one of those people that is always going to be at the losing end. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why.
Yeah. Okay, we got Nurse Joy back.
Is she back?
Yeah, she back.
Hey,
Okay, let me.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey,
Okay,
Joy, how are you?
Hey, how are you, girl? What's going
I'm
on?
How you
doing
doing?
good.
Hey, what's up? What's up? All right, just a couple of points. First of all, I know that video you just played was from 2016. Now, we all know San Francisco is expensive as fuck, right? So why the hell, if she got $10,000 in YouTube donations allegedly, how is she not just gonna go ahead and just get a place here in Atlanta? And Atlanta is a lot cheaper to live. She could have saved some of that money. She probably could have lived off that money for a year, really, realistically. I
Right.
mean,
And she'd have did it right. But that's the thing.
exactly.
It's her plan in her mind, in her dream world. She thought Priest would come running right behind her.
Mm-mm.
But it didn't work like that.
I just and for people to really believe that, I can't wrap my head around it. I just, if you're not critically thinking and you're not a critical thinker, I guess it would be easy for someone to be that gullible. But I mean, the average person, I guess, even if you're not the sharpest knife in the kitchen drawer, like some people, like her, you would believe you can't, you would know that something is off with her saying that. So that's one point. Second point is, first of all, if you're a computer engineer, as she alleges, you're going out there to San Francisco. California is like where Silicon Valley is and all these IT companies and tech companies are. Why is she driving Uber or DoorDash or whatever the fuck she's doing? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. And I don't think childcare would have been an issue because isn't her mother like disabled and not working?
couldn't the mother help her out with the kid if she was working a
Oh,
big time job like
Kathy got a
that?
job now. Yeah,
Oh, she does.
yeah, she got
Okay.
she got a job 2 weeks after having COVID-19.
Estelle, what did she do?
Like,
What did Kathy do for a living now,
I don't
Estelle?
know. I'm waiting for that to come pop up.
you know what?
She's a
I say it
hotel
again.
inspector. She's a hotel inspector.
But see, the thing is, I mean, the thing that's to me, it's kind of insulting for her to come on YouTube and make these statements, and people can figure the shit out on their own and figure
Right.
out that she's not being honest. I mean, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me whatsoever. I mean, in her degree, and I'm using air quotes. I mean, she wouldn't be struggling to find a job because I know people that work IT. I know people that are engineers, and they're never unemployed ever. And if they are, they can self-contract. They can be a contractor and contract themselves out to small and large companies. So I don't really understand, how people believe that any of this shit that she's saying. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to clown, but it's insulting. I hate when people try to insult the intelligence of others just to get over and to garner sympathy and to garner donations, if
That's
you
her.
would.
That's her. But if you go against her, oh, you're the dummy, and you're blocked.
Well, she just blocks people because she doesn't want people to call her out on her bullshit. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, if someone, the average person with the average level of intelligence, even fucking Forrest Gump, as dumb as his ass was, can figure the shit out. You know what I'm saying? If you call
Right.
her out on it, then she gets mad
Right.
because you fuck up her quote unquote bag, so to speak. Girl, bye.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any fucking
Okay.
sense, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, but that's all. Those are the 2 points I just wanted to bring up. I mean, the fucking donations that she got allegedly, and then the
She got
505 shit. Like,
some donations, but I don't think she got no more than 500. She
but
didn't get
then
no more than
wasn't she
500.
asking for 505 for something? What was that for again? Was that
That's
505
after, right? That was to keep that car, because after that she had to go work for a transport company
Okay.
in order to maintain.
Okay.
So yeah,
But
she definitely had to go. Yeah, she definitely had. She was trying to keep that car because I guess she was set up on the program, the payment plan where she paid monthly instead of weekly
okay.
with the Uber car.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it was. Yeah, you still got to pay you get a discounted rate when you do that, but you still got to pay for it.
Okay. Well, see, I was unaware until recently that they had a program where if you don't have a car, you're using the car for Uber or any kind of rideshare program
Yeah,
that you could actually, I guess, make installment payments or some shit.
yeah, they got a contract set with Hertz, Enterprise, and what's the other one? It's 3 of them.
Okay.
It's Hertz, Enterprise. What's the other car rental company?
Hertz, Enterprise. I don't remember the other one right now.
Somebody help me out now. Well, it's 3 car companies. These rideshare programs got contracts with. Yeah, like Lyft, they got one with Enterprise, and they got another. It's another one. I can't think of it though. Budget.
But
Budget.
but she has to maintain the maintenance of the car, right, Estelle?
No, they do that. They do
Oh,
that. Is everything counts? I mean, everything that when you're in a car, only thing she gotta do is gas and payment. That's it. Payment for the car.
Okay.
Right on, yeah, budget. All 3 of those got contracts with these rideshare people.
Right. But the point is, again, with the credentials that she alleges to have, I mean, why is she having difficulty getting money? I mean, I don't know anybody who's an engineer.
She does. For one, she don't have her credit together. For 2, she doesn't know how to save.
Right. And then she tells everybody as a motivational speaker, again using air quotes, that you need to invest your money and you need to not, ball out and,
Right.
use your money wisely and all that. but she
Exactly.
can't apply the same principles to her own life.
Right.
What kind of motivational speaker is that? The fuck?
I wanted the same thing. Like, hold the fuck up. How this bitch go tell everybody else? And this bitch don't got not one credit card, never owned a home, never bought a car, never did shit. Instead of her
Exactly.
giving financial advice. But like I said, if
Exactly.
you listen to her, oh, I gotta mute somebody. If you listen to her, you could be able to tell that she just give you a flat overview. She can't give you an actual program all the way through.
Right.
It's like, okay,
Right.
you're trying to sell me this shit, but the fucking shit don't make sense. The top overview you give me don't make sense. So why should I buy into your bullshit?
Right. Exactly. But you have a lot of night. And the thing that concerns me, and this is going to be my last statement, so because I know someone else probably wants to speak, but the thing that concerns me is that you've got a lot of young sisters, young ladies out here who will try to follow her lead, so to speak, and take
Well,
her examples
the
as
thing, yeah,
valid.
you're right. But the
Or,
thing of it is, her leads, they don't last long. It's like a quick fix for her. She's not thinking long term to benefit the person who she's trying to sell it to. It sounds good for face value, but if you dig deeper, you'll see that it's some bullshit. It's like that first step, she got it real good. But after you look past that first step, it's okay. She come with all these excuses and reasons. The same thing. That's how she got the one lady out of her money on a deposit. Because the lady said, okay, send me the contract. I already sent you the money. Oh, I forgot. You know, my secretary, she's supposed to handle that. We seen the text. I showed y'all the text. So she didn't even have that step completed to give the lady a contract or a receipt. I mean, she finally
oh
got it
wow,
to her, right? But she didn't have it ready.
wow. Now, see, I was unaware of that. I didn't know about that piece that you just shared. So that's crazy. I mean, that's almost like borderline wire fraud and shit. Really, if you really look at
Exactly.
it, you know,
Exactly.
why? And I mean, and honestly, only reason why I wouldn't want her to go to jail for some kind of like wire fraud crime or something like that is because she has a child. And that little boy, I mean, what would his future be, and what would the fate of this little boy be, if she went to jail or went to prison for some shit like that. And I mean, and I just really hate that, people that are coming on YouTube, they are following her. And like I said, I didn't even know anything about Sansaray, until like I listened to one of her videos, I think a few years back when all this pre shit started happening. And then I saw some other videos where people were kind of, refuting some of the things that she was saying and kind of calling her out on her bullshit, so to speak. And then I heard Chris Law's story, and then that did it for me. So again, maybe some of these other individuals that are newer to YouTube and newer to our channel probably were initially unaware, like I was, and then finally kind of got hip to game and realized that she was full of shit.
Right.
So I mean,
Okay. Let me go.
I
Go
just
ahead.
hope that whoever's listening, these younger people, if they're listening to your show, STL, I really hope that they're really kind of taking notes and paying attention to what's
Right.
being said here, so that they cannot fall victim to that nonsense and follow bad advice, because she doesn't give very good advice. Because if you're not living the advice you're giving, it's just bad advice.
Right.
It's empty rhetoric, and it doesn't do anything for anybody, and it's not going to benefit anybody. That's all I have to say. I know someone else has to speak.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to Cynthia, then I'm gonna get to you. God bless. Go ahead, Sam.
No, you know what? I think that Joy and God bless have really said it all. Sansa Ray is full of shit. That's just the bottom line to it. And she's a big liar. And for real, that's just the bottom line. That's what she is. She full of shit. And and her lies, I mean, they stem from 20 what? When she first started YouTube. And just to listen to her on that last video, you would think Sansa Ray was a celebrity. Really. She getting phone calls from Africa. Who the hell calling her from Africa? And what do they want? What is it that they want her to do? An event? A party? A swirl party? They want to
Probably
send her fly
help them
over to Africa
scam.
for a
Help
swirl?
them scam. That's all they want to do.
Help them to scam? And I don't believe nobody gave her no $10,000 either. Why would somebody? How could they give her Why would they give her $10,000? And if you had $10,000, what did you do with it? Because you didn't use it for housing. You didn't use it for housing because you went to the domestic shelter and you stayed there. Then you were with your cousin, and then you all got the house, and that house was through a voucher program. So what happened to the $10,000? The bitch didn't even buy a car. She didn't even buy a car to do Uber. So it's like, give me a break. I can't stand it. But then everybody else is a dummy. You dummy, dummy. No, bitch, you dumb. Okay? You are dumb. Talking about when you get your money reinvested. No, bitch, you supposed to save. That's the first thing that anybody would tell you that's trying to give you advice about your finances. You're supposed to take a certain percentage out and save it. No matter how many bills you have, take a certain percentage out and save it. She say reinvest it all. She's stupid. I'm done. I'm going on mute.
Okay, go ahead. God bless.
Cynthia, Nurse Joy, hit all the great points. But I'm gonna say this too, and I think that Sansaray is just not high on anger. You can take it any way you want to take it. I think other things in play. Okay, I think Sansaray may be dabbling in things that she shouldn't be dabbling in, illegal or legal, allegedly.
I think
I
she
think
might
something's
be
going.
taking
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
I think she is because I'm gonna tell you something. No one gets up that upset if somebody call you a hoe. Let's be
For
honest.
real. Right.
If you over 18 years old, or when you at our age, me and Sons were the same age, SCL can call me a hoe all he want. I wouldn't leave him free. I
Right.
won't go on and do a YouTube video. The SCL called me a hoe. Something
Right.
else is going on behind the scenes. I don't know if it's alcohol. I don't know if it's something else. And this is allegedly, but I think something else is going on. Because some of her videos, she looks terrible. She looks like she's worn down. And I'm not trying to say this out of to be mean or nasty, but something else is breaking down. I don't know if she's dipping and dapping in things that she shouldn't dip and dap in. Now she's making up stories that somebody is gay. That's how much anger she has. I just think that something is going on with her. Now she has an imaginary boyfriend that relocated. I mean, this is the first time we heard about that. Soon she's going to say that she's driving a Jaguar now. And Big Kathy is living in a house in Hawaii. I don't know what's the next step for her. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You said what's the next step for her?
Yeah, I don't know what's the next step. Esther, I really do believe that something's going on because this is just not normal uh YouTube beef. I mean, anybody that gets so upset that said I will put a hit on you. It's more to it. It's something else is going
Or like
on.
I said before, you know what I'm saying? She knows she mad about the situation that she's in right now.
You think that's what it just? He think that's all what is that she just upset in the situation. She's been
Yeah.
homeless before.
She
SL, it's not new.
God bless, yeah. But when you on a position like she's in, she has to work. Even with this COVID ordeal going on, she has to work. She doesn't save. Shit, she lives check to fucking check. I mean, come on now. That's why she pulled the shit with the membership shit to see how many people will pay her a monthly. But you still see her, she's still doing lives with everybody.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just think something, and you may be right, Estelle, because you able to kind of see, pinpoint Sansaray really well. I give you that. I just think something else is going on with her because she's just looking, um, her skin, her hygiene is getting worse. I mean, um, She just doesn't present herself very well. And I wish Kathy would kind of jump in. I mean, Dre, can you help out a sister? I mean, I don't know. Dre,
Dre.
call it Dre. I'm calling Dre.
Dre. Okay. Come help your
um,
daughter's mommy.
please I mean, get her. I mean, Dumbo doesn't know any better because she young and silly, so she doesn't know any better. But Sansa Ray is losing her mind. I mean, she has become obsessed with Chris Law to the point now she worry about Chris Law more than she worry about Priest, and that's the baby daddy. I just I don't understand.
Mm. Well, we got the beauty. She just came up. Welcome
Hi,
to the
the
panel, the
beauty.
beauty.
Hey, y'all. God
Hey,
bless.
the beauty. What's
Hey,
up, girl?
hey, Brandy.
Hey.
Hey, Nurse. Um, God bless. What drugs do you think she could possibly be on?
I think I this allegedly
God bless.
it could be some form of Xanax, things of that nature. Um,
Okay. Prescription
I'm not
drugs.
saying that she is, but if you look at Sansa Ray, let's just be honest. If you
Mm,
look at Sansa Ray, she has not improved in her appearance.
mm-mm.
I mean, she had looked better when she was in the hotel pregnant and she was left to die
Mm-hmm.
in the hotel, based on what she
Right.
stated. If you look at her now, the beauty, her reality is distorted.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, I'm using SCL for example. SCL can be talking about prostitutes. With
Mm-hmm.
Salsa Ray will think he directed towards her. Even with Chris Law, she thinks
Right.
directed towards her. She doesn't know how to separate reality with YouTube
Right.
anymore. And if
Mm-hmm.
anybody, I believe that mental health. I'm not a mental health specialist. I have treated patients who was mental health specialists, but that's not my cup of tea. My background is correctional person. But what
Okay.
I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that it's something else that I can't pinpoint. That's more than I'm just jealous of Chris Law. I'm just jealous of Sonya.
Right.
This woman is covering up her anger and her pain with, I think, substance, different
Mm.
substance. It could be alcohol, it could be prescription drugs.
Wow.
And again, allegedly, I'm not her.
Right. No, yeah, just like allegedly, speaking of allegedly, just like allegedly, Damo had that baby and gave it up for adoption. Allegedly. Allegedly. But I digress.
That's true. That is true. So,
Allegedly. I mean, think about it. Damo was getting fat. Then they went to Planned Parenthood.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we
Yeah.
can tell that Damo ain't pregnant no more, but we can see that she still got that pregnancy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's in
I
her
think I
face.
think I think I think Damo had that baby and Sansa Ray and them, talked her into giving it up for adoption.
Inside. Could
Allegedly.
have. You never know.
Allegedly. I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
I mean,
Allegedly.
we've never really been wrong. We've never really been wrong about Sansa Ray. So, based on her behavior, her actions, the stuff that she does tell us, because she already tells too much information. So it's not even like we have to wonder. We just have to use context clues. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Right.
I totally agree.
Yep, I agree with you too. It makes absolute sense. So
Just like we know she got kicked out the room.
yeah.
Um, She ain't got to tell us that. We could tell by her behavior. And like you said, yeah, you can say there's a fly on the wall, and Sansaray will act the same way she acted if you called her a hoe. It's the reactions are just always
Mhm.
unnecessary as an adult, because you can't be a functioning adult acting like that in the real world.
Yeah, because the beauty, you notice that when she speaks, someone says she could be manic, it could be manic, that she's going through a manic phase. And again,
Mhm.
good point for the person who mentioned that in the chat room. Observation. But if when you notice that every time she speaks, it's a pressure speech. Like she almost
Mhm.
yelling at you. You don't know why she's yelling. It could be just,
Right.
why are you yelling? I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. And I'm like, okay, so I was ready to block them. It's not that serious. Just
Right.
just block them. It's almost like it's a threat, and she want to prove to you that she gonna block you, and she still haven't blocked you. I asked
Right. And
Sasha
it's
to
like,
block
why
me,
don't you
she
why
still
instead
haven't
of you
blocked me.
proving that you got the block button that anybody can have if they, you know, have a YouTube channel, why don't you prove that you can get a degree? Why don't you prove that during your downtime you can actually like level the fuck up? Why don't you prove that? Why don't you if you must, I'm sorry, if you must sit in your car, bring your laptop. I mean, bring a book or something. Learn something. Apply it. Because there's no way you could be an engineer, a scientist, and you don't apply anything. You have no
Right.
application skills at all. You don't even apply
Mhm.
applications to your own life
Uh,
besides the pregnancy app. That's the only application you've ever been committed to was a pregnancy app.
yeah. Go ahead,
So
Sam. Oh,
No, I was just agreeing with the beauty. What she's saying makes absolute sense. So, no, I was just agreeing with her.
oh okay.
Yeah.
you got
Mhm.
this pregnancy app. That's the only thing you've been serious about. You ain't been serious about your YouTube career. You ain't been serious because ain't no way you can level up with what you doing. This is no way. This is how, like I say, I feel like Sansaray was progressive. She started off really progressive, and then she just deteriorated because at this point, why don't you have some type of production set? At this point, you should have production. You should have a whatever, a sound, whatever. Since you were engineer, you should have all the things engineers have to put on a production. You used to have. Think about it. She used to have an intro. She don't even have an intro no more.
It's because she's slacking
She
up. That's why.
used Yeah, the thing is, she used to be creative. That's what I'm trying to say. She used to be creative. And I think that there's some type of mold or something growing on her brain because she is not creative. Even she can't even speak creatively. The words that come out her mouth, she don't even talk like a dude. She just talk like this. I don't even understand the words that be coming out of her mouth. Like,
Like a
yeah, he
rat,
said, ain't nobody ate your pussy or licked your ass. Like, really? You dating the guy who says this to you? Okay.
All right.
because she's
Hey,
a rat.
You dating the guy. Hmm.
go ahead. God bless. She wanted to say something. Then say it. Go ahead.
No, no, I wanted the beauty to finish that last part because she was going good. I want to hear it.
I totally forgot. But at the end of the day, oh, she used to be creative, right? And I think that's what initially drew me into science story because I was around before she got pregnant. I was around before Priest. You know what I'm saying? And I can honestly say she was creative. Now it's like she got some mold or something growing on her brain or something. something, something is in her skin. Like even today, when she was talking about she mixed race or whatever. You could tell by her skin. It's like she just put like some makeup over some dirt or something. I don't know. It's
That's why I said. Fucking mouth ass shit around the motherfucking like she got dried
Yeah.
up crust and shit. Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
She needs some medication, is what's wrong with her crazy ass. Because when she's making these videos, they don't make sense. It doesn't make sense what she's saying. She contradicts herself within the video. It's like,
Yep, you're right.
well, wait, you just said this. Now you saying this. You saying, well, I had somewhere to go that I could stay. But why would I go and stay there? And who would let me come and stay with them and I'm pregnant? Well, if that's then you didn't have nowhere to go. What the hell are you saying? So it's like, I don't know. She's all over the place. She's like a rat, just running around in circles trying to find some cheese. But the cheese not there. And whoever this man is, oh my gosh, he got to be crazy too. Or either he won't be there long. Cause
But Cynthia, any guy, I'm gonna tell you how Sansray has a child mind, in my opinion. So if this man's talking about relocating and he's telling you you haven't had someone to lick you, sex you, I mean, what type of dude are you dealing with? He sounds like a pimp from a 1970s Superfly.
Nah,
What
man. He sound like a nigga just trying to fuck. That's what he sound like.
what kind of but that's Al, if you're trying to get serious with a woman, would you actually make a comment like that?
Well, think about
He
something.
sounds like a
But
pimp.
once he starts saying her conditions and her bullshit, trust me, he's going to fade away as well.
Well, first of all, we know she lying. So this boy's supposed to be coming from Atlanta to Sacramento just to try to be with
No.
Sansa.
Childhood friend. That's DC.
Oh, DC. Okay. Sounds right. We know you lying, girl. We know you lying. Just like we knew you was lying about your weight loss. Like, because when Suge
right.
asked you about your weight loss, you said, weight loss? Yeah, what happened to it? You tell us.
She's stupid. And if the guy coming, honey, he coming because he heard about her swirling down there in Atlanta. He want him a piece. And he'll be out. He's not gonna take her serious. Listen to how disgusting she talks on her videos. It's just nasty. What
That's why I
decent,
know
what man
something's
would
wrong
want
with her.
her?
Yeah, no decent man is gonna want
Mm-mm.
Santeray. You talking about yeah, I had orgies and I was sexy. When people listen, let me say this. I think you have the right to be sexual liberated if you want to. Go with the wind. Okay? But it's a difference, is a thin line between sexual liberation and just being careless with your body. And I think Sansa has been careless with her body, and then she got disguised it as sexual liberation. But if a man okay with that, hey,
Sexual liberation, my ass. She liberated, all right. Liberated right to Hoville. That's what she liberated in.
STL, did you play the mixed race video?
What mixed race video?
The one she did this morning
When she was
in
most
the
likely.
car.
No, I ain't played out.
Oh, well, you
Oh, you
need
should
to.
play that one. That was good.
wait a minute, she's mixed race. So I thought she was Native American and half black.
Child, she mixed race, and ain't nothing we can say about it. That's what she is,
Right.
and you know,
Let
She
me
I guess.
said,
guess.
But I
She's
guess we
had
all mixed race. But we all start saying we mixed race. She gonna get mad about it.
Right. Go ahead. Nurse Joy, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as far as her, I just want to make sure that I heard you all correct, and I know a couple of people in the chat mentioned it about her not having a pap in 10 years. Is that right? Is that something she
yep,
alleges in a video or something? Oh
That
God.
is correct.
The most common
yep.
reaction to
Ooh, that is crazy. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and any gynecologist or any doctor will tell you that if you've had multiple partners or whatever, that you're at higher risk for having HPV, cervical cancer, and things like that, and that you need to have a PAP every year or at least every other year. And if she's 10 years behind, I mean, from a health perspective, and I'm speaking as a clinician, and from a health perspective, I mean, that is scary to me. I mean, did she not have prenatal care when she was pregnant with Justice? I mean, I don't
She
She,
understand.
didn't.
She's
She
even
didn't.
telling the
She did
truth about
not.
that.
she
She did not,
didn't.
nurse.
What?
No, she
But
No.
didn't.
how? But how? When did? So okay, I'm sorry. I'm just confused.
We got all the answers.
Hold on. Who want to explain that part?
I mean, I can explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because I don't understand. Go
So
ahead.
basically, she says because of her molestation back in the day, she can't stand to be at doctor's offices and doctors to touch her and take blood. So she just doesn't. And she's basically, we came to the conclusion she's basically scared that she knows she has something and she doesn't want to, be told that. So I think the only time she really went is when she was in labor, when she had the baby. She never had a gynecologist during her pregnancy. I think she went through so the only time she went to the doctor is when she was in labor.
Nurse Joy, I do
Go,
believe
go ahead. God bless.
she. No, I'm just gonna maybe the beauty of when you guys can clear this up. So, was that her primary care provider when she was at the clinic, at the doctor's office, and priest had like somebody ran over his toe when they announced that that she was pregnant? Was
I
that her
think,
primary
you
care
know what?
provider?
I think I this is what I think. I think that she wanted to prove to Priest that she was pregnant, and she went to go get an ultrasound, maybe at a clinic, probably because she knew she was pregnant. But I think she wanted Priest to know she was pregnant because I think he would have broke up with her probably that day or some shit because he was ready to walk out. So I think she just went there to prove to him that she's pregnant. But was that her primary care physician? I doubt it because no, she was in Atlanta then, so maybe. But when she got to California, there was no prenatal care at all.
It couldn't be because shit, she didn't have no motherfucking insurance.
Right.
But even if you don't have insurance, STL, I mean, there are plenty of places, especially as California is. I mean, you have so many people there that are uninsured. You have so many people that are uninsured across the country that are able to go in and they can get pregnancy Medicaid. I've worked in the
Mm-hmm.
insurance industry before where, if somebody is pregnant, they don't have insurance and they don't have enough income, they are able to get pregnancy Medicaid. In Georgia, it's called Right from the Start Medicaid. And they're able to get prenatal care and all that good stuff all the way up until 6 weeks postpartum. Because after you have a baby, 6 weeks postpartum, you're supposed to go and have, your cervix looked at and, check your stomach and all that stuff, check your uterus and everything and make sure it's not all, out of whack. And I'm using layman's terms so that you guys can understand what I'm saying. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is the other point I was going to bring up that concerns me is that no woman should be going without prenatal care because some of the things that they check to see if you have any diseases that can be potentially passed on to the child through the birth canal when you're giving birth and things of that nature. I mean, I don't know how she delivered, whether or not she had a vaginal birth or she had a cesarean section where they cut you and stuff like that, to deliver the baby. I mean, I don't know if she had what her situation was, but I mean, if I were a provider or a gynecologist or an obstetrician, I would be very worried about, I would be wanting to run a bunch of tests just to make sure that the child wouldn't be exposed to anything, during the delivery, because I mean, how could she not be concerned about that? And how selfish is that for you not to want to know what whether or not you have an STD or something that could be potentially passed to the child? Because things like herpes and and strep and things like that can do harm to a child, and they test you for all of that shit while you are pregnant. So then you know what kind of plan of care that they can give you while you're pregnant, so they can plan your delivery accordingly, so that you can bring as little harm to the child as possible if you have something. That's all I'm saying, and I'm speaking as someone that has a license and that has studied this shit. So
Right.
I just think it's real fucked up, and I don't think and it's just a concern. I mean, the child does look healthy, so I mean, clearly there's nothing wrong with him, but I mean, that's a big risk that a woman takes doing that. Because I've
Yeah,
had three
Mm-hmm.
children myself,
yeah.
and I know
Bill,
all the battery of tests I had to go through at
the,
each time and during each phase of the pregnancy. At each trimester, you're tested for different things, And the closer you get to your delivery date, they want to make sure that you're not passing anything to the child.
Yeah, the beauty looked like that video got taken down.
Oh,
Which
you know what? It
one?
didn't get taken down. She put it on private. I'm gonna send it to you, okay? In the back
All
chat.
right, all
All
right.
right.
Which one? The multi-race
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
Okay. No, I'm just listening because everything they saying is on point. So, you know, I have nothing to add to it. It all makes sense, and you know, it just is what it is. She's just trifling. She's trifling, and she's not healthy. And any man that goes up in her needs to be very careful. You know, because
Agreed.
she's had a lot of men.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And again, if she's alleging the history that she has, she's been to swingers parties, and I'm not judging nobody for what they do. I mean, I don't really give a shit because it's not affecting my ability to pay my bills or not. But what I'm saying is, I mean, if she's had that kind of sexual history, I mean, any doctor or any clinician or anybody that's a licensed medical professional will tell you you need to get checked out on a regular basis and make sure you don't have anything. Even if you have a pelvic exam every year and you don't do a pap every year, you know, to at least check for chlamydia and gonorrhea, which are silent and which can lead to infertility and which can lead to a lot of other shit. Syphilis can lead to infertility, and a lot of other syphilis can fucking kill you. You saw what happened with the Tuskegee experiment. You know, a lot of brothers died, you know, from being lab rats. You know, during that precious
Right.
time where during the Tuskegee experiment, that's why they have all these consent forms now that you have to fill out because of that shit, you know, because of ethics. So, I mean, my thing is this, I just really, again, I just can't emphasize it enough. I'm just concerned about these young, because kids have access to the damn internet like fucking candy, you know, and it's very easy for them to get, you know, get their ears, you know, tuned into someone that they shouldn't be listening to. So that's my biggest concern, is being a threat and a danger to impressionable, very young women that don't know shit, that are going to follow her advice and not taking their PAP seriously and not getting a PAP for 10 years. Like, oh, I'm scared because I don't want to know what the fuck I have. What? And how are you being sexually responsible if you are not having a PAP smear at least
She's not.
every other year?
She's not. This goes to show you how trifling she is. It's like, damn, you've been going to these motherfucking parties all this time. You got yourself checked out. You don't keep your hygiene up. Like, oh, okay. But we can go ahead and dip and dive into this video once she did this morning.
What's the? Well, give us the title of the video, STL.
It's quick.
Non-black women represent success. Black women represent struggle.
STL, repeat that again.
Oh shit.
Repeat it again, STL.
Non-black women represent success. Black women represent struggle.
Oh
So
God.
she's
Oh my
she's
God.
non-black. She's non-black.
Hold on.
Oh fuck.
Because, you know, this is a tough conversation. So, I stopped talking about race on my channel about a year ago. I stopped talking about race. The reason why I stopped talking about race is because I spent many years on YouTube talking about it. And what I hated to see in my comment section was seeing Black men in my comment section being extremely disrespectful towards me because of my race. And this is what prompted me to stop talking about race. And when I got pregnant with my son, I saw more disrespect from men, right, on this website. And so I was like, I'm just not going to talk about race anymore. I'm going to talk about what makes me feel comfortable. Now, if you've been looking at my channel for a long time, you know I talked about race for a very long time. I have a video that is germane to this live stream, and I want you guys to go look at it once I get into the meat and potatoes of this specific live stream. So what prompted me to do this live stream, and it's members only, and it's important that it's members only because I wanted to reduce the amount of trolling that comes with when I talk about Black issues. So in order for you to join the live chat with me, you have to be a member, okay? Now, this morning, right? Well, let me just rewind. Over the weekend, right? And this has been happening to me since I moved to California. I've been in California for 3 years, okay? Since I moved to California, white women always come and compliment me on my hair, my beauty, all the time. I get it more here than I used to get it from different races of people when I lived in Georgia. When I lived in Georgia, of course, I used to get compliments for how I looked. I used to be a model. Of course, I was a model for 6 years. So I've been told I'm beautiful plenty of times. I mean, plenty of times, right? So when white women tell it to me, it's different because I be thinking, you know how the rest of the world looks at me. So are you giving me a compliment because you genuinely feel like I'm beautiful? Or are you giving me a compliment because you have a little bit of sympathy for me? Okay. Now, anyway, so this is what I was thinking when I first moved to California, and I've been in California for 3 years. So over the weekend, right now, you know, everybody quarantined. So the only time everybody leave the house is when they go to like the supermarket or they're going to like Walmart. So I go to Target all the time. I go to Target. I call it Target because it's uppity. I go to Target. And I don't care where I am, Target, Walmart, Safeway, it's always a white woman out there like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I love your hair. Oh, you're so cute. Blah, 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 right? So over the weekend, over like yesterday, I was in Target. And this lady, this older white lady, came into the Target with me. We were kind of, 6 feet apart. And she said to me, y'all always have your hair looking X amount of way. Y'all always have your hair looking so beautiful. And I don't understand how y'all do that. Now, first I was thinking, y'all, right? The first I was like, y'all, you might as well be saying you people, you know what I mean? But then she was like, the way that she was so perplexed was like, in her mind, she knows Black people have nappy hair, right? So for her to see me without it, she was just like, how do you guys get your hair to look like that? Now, mind you, she's probably seen a shitload of women wear lace fronts. I don't wear lace fronts. I don't wear weave often. I try to keep it natural, right? So, and don't get it twisted, I've worn weave plenty of times. I have no problem with being unbelievable. You know what I mean? To me, weave is an accessory, just like earrings, makeup, clothes, just something that you put on to enhance your beauty, right? So she's just like, I don't understand how you guys could just do this. Like, you guys look so good. Like, your hair is always perfect. Now, mind you, you see the hairstyle I have. It's not complicated. It's not fancy or anything like that. It's just back in a bun. Okay? This is a regular just bun. All right? So she was like, your hair just looks so great. And I was thinking, what? So my response to her was, oh, that's just Eco Styler gel that ends my nappy hair. Right? She looked at me like, oh my God, this Black girl called her hair nappy. She was like, she almost clutched her invisible pearls. Like, oh my God, this Black girl knows that I think her hair is nappy and supposed to be all over the place and organized. But the fact that she has her natural hair organized, how does she get her hair not to look nappy? This is basically what she was saying to me. So I said back to her, oh, I lay down my nappy hair with Eco Styler gel, right? Now, one thing that a lot of people
If your ass mixed race, you don't have to use no motherfucking eco style gel to lay your shit down, bitch. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, hello.
Correct you if you're wrong about what? No, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
And let
You're
me say
you're
this.
Okay.
you're somewhat correct. I
Oh,
mean,
hold up. Everybody want to comment. Hold up. One at a time. Go ahead, Deb. Then God bless.
Basically, I was just saying she's lying because she is in Northern California. No white woman is like, how'd you get your hair to be like that? And in this video, she had a damn phony ponytail in the back of the damn bun. The bun was a phony pony,
Right.
bunned up. So now, one thing I know about white people, okay, they ain't gonna say shit about no damn bun. Now she could have, if she would have walked in with a quick wig that was orange, yellow, and it was sticking up, because white people just love the fact that our hair can stand up. Then that would be something different. Ain't no white woman walking up to you with no bun on your head, talking about how'd you get your hair to be like that? You're in Northern California. You are not in Minnesota. Like you are not, you know what I'm saying? In North Dakota, where white people ain't never seen a black person before. Cut it out. And you're not mixed race, you're black.
Go,
oh,
go ahead. Hold on. Let me get God bless. Go ahead. God
And,
bless.
and let me
shit.
say this: Salsa Ray is playing into that um, backwards, low IQ of good hair. And y'all know what I mean by that. If you have certain texture of hair, it's good hair. Well, Sansa Ray, now I know you ain't went to a college, you ain't no African American courses. Kathy ain't read you no books. Because if she did, you still wouldn't be using the term nappy. In 2020, using the terminology nappy to describe your hair. We have to move. I know, Sansa Ray, that you have been um, consumed with colorism all your life. Okay. I know that's what it is, Sansaray. But Sansaray, you are not going to fool me that somebody saw you at the local Safeway and say, "Ooh, my Lord, look at your hair. Your hair is beautiful." This is not color purple. This is not color purple. This is not 1930s. Really, Sansaray?
oh shit.
So
Oh.
we
But
talking. So you mean
the
this woman is talking like she just came out the plantation at the master house, and she said, "Y'all people, I don't know what to do with y'all people." Really?
oh
In
my
Northern
god.
California, that's all I have to say. I think that gotta be a lie. That gotta be a lie.
But this allegedly happened in California or in Atlanta. I just want to kind of understand this.
Well,
This
what
was in
part?
California, she's saying?
This is today. This was today. California.
I can't hear.
This was today.
Hello?
Oh, she can't. Can y'all hear me?
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you,
you,
but
Debunking.
I
I,
don't think
I
that
was
she
I'm
can hear
trying to
you.
figure out. Okay. So basically, the only thing whether it was here or in California, the only point that I'm trying to make, number one, is that there's no white person in 2020 or whenever this was, or in the 21st century, that is going to come up to you and make those statements. One of the things that most white people understand is that you don't really make comments, random comments to random black folks in stores about their hair because you don't know how you would offend them. That's point one. Point two, well, this is and why I think it's a lie. And point two, if any educated white person or any educated person, period, understands genetics, they understand that one person could be biracial or mixed, allegedly, and have what we call 4C hair, or what is tightly coiled hair. And then you can have someone that is 100% black that has wavy or loosely curled hair and dark skin. So none of that matters. You have to look at the fact that, number one, if you understand basic genetics, you have 8 sets of ancestors. You got 2 sets of parents, you got 1 set of parents, 2 sets of grandparents, so on and so forth.
okay, going into great grandparents. And you can get genetics from any of those people, any variations thereof in between. So if you've got any white ancestors within those 8 generations or 8 sets of folk, then who knows what your hair going to look like. You could be 100% black and have 2
Mm.
black parents and end up with stick straight hair, and you just it could come from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she's bringing that up and not and maybe under the presumption that people are fucking idiots and they don't understand genetics and they don't understand science, she can tell that bullshit ass story to the average person and they'll take that in and suck it in and think it's okay. And then the third piece I wanted to bring up is colorism and texturism. That is a big issue in the Black community, and sadly in the 21st century this is something that still goes on. You still have many people claiming that their hair is natural and it's not. They put relaxer on the edges or whatever. I mean, whatever you do is what you do, and that's your business. But you have to really kind of stop and think from a societal standpoint why the fuck you're doing that shit, and why you're bringing this up, and why you're making this a big deal. No one really gives a shit if you're mixed, because at the end of the day, if a racist comes up to you and calls you a nigga, you still a nigga to them. Period. That's just facts. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I mean, that's all I wanted to contribute to that. And I think that she's lying and she's full of shit. And I don't really think that story ever happened. Period.
It didn't happen, Nurse Joy. Sansaray has claimed she's multicultural, which I don't even multicultural. She hasn't even really detailed what that means. So she's mixed with white. I guess she's only 5% black, and
Huh?
then she's Cherokee and white. So Sansaray is mixed. One time Sansaray stated that she was, I think, would she say Asian? I think she actually mentioned that one of her videos a long time ago. She said she was Asian or something. So Sansaray mixed up this illusion lies about what's her genetic DNA makeup. I do not know why. I don't know why, but she does.
Mm.
Hey, did Nurse Joy get the mic?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I agree
Okay.
with everything Sin just said. Pretty much, and again, that goes back to my previous point about genetics. You don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, Black folks from all over the diaspora, whether you're in continent of Africa in whatever country you're in, or you're anywhere in the diaspora, which is outside of Africa. I mean, you can be anything. You can look like anything. We are the most heterogeneous or have the most variety in terms of our features, our look, our phenotypes, and whatever. I mean,
Mm.
so the conversations that she's bringing up about mixed race, and it's sad to say that she's been poisoned by societal standards of what is perceived to be beauty. And I think that's really unfortunate. And the fact that she's a mother and she has children and she has this mindset, that same mentality is going to get passed down to her children, sadly, or sad to say. And that's
Nurse
why we
Joy,
have
can you hear
generations
me?
of Black folk that think like this and keep this bullshit going instead of embracing what we have, who we are, and our heritage and our genetic makeup, the way we are and the way God created us.
Nurse Joy, can you hear Deb?
I can't hear Deb. No, ma'am. No, sir.
Deb, say something else again. Say something else again.
Hey, Nurse Joy, can you hear me?
I
No, she
still
can't
can't
hear.
hear her. I don't know why I'm having difficulty hearing some people on the
Okay.
panel.
Should I go back out? Should I go out and come back in?
Who came in? Who came in first? I mean, yeah, who came in
I
first?
came in last. I came in
Oh,
after.
okay, yeah,
Okay,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
coming
Go
right
ahead,
back
go
in.
ahead. All right,
All right.
all right. We're gonna ahead and play this 46-minute video, y'all.
Don't know.
Oh my
And I
God.
said this, when I posted this story onto my community tab and onto my Facebook, what a lot of people who are kind of ignorant don't know is that I'm partially white, right? Now, I've spoken.
My thing is, how the fuck this bitch partially motherfucking white, her motherfucking Kathy a motherfucking nigga and her daddy a nigga? They always want to sit here and reach towards, oh, well, my grandma was half this, half that. Okay, when it's all said and done, she's black.
About being multiracial on my channel before, but I try to stay away from the multiracial conversation. I was talking about how I'm multiracial in the Black as Fuck video I did.
Okay, let's do another mic check. Say something, Deb. Unmute and say something.
Hey, Nurse Joy, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, I have
Okay.
I have a question. I have a question for her real quick, SDL. So you say it's 8 generations back that your genetics can pull from, like?
Exactly. So you have one set of parents, got two sets of grandparents. So one from the one set of parents from the maternal side and one set from the paternal side, and then those grandparents have two sets of DNA. So you've got those are the great grandparents. So that's where the 8 number comes from. So in genetics, that's pretty much where it can come from. And even beyond that, sometimes, you can have manifestation of phenotypes or your physical appearance, what you look like, where that can pull from. And then your genotype, which is your actual genetics, which can, predispose you to disease or anything like that. That's your genetic. Your genotype is your genes. Your phenotype is what you look like because of your genes. Do you follow what I mean?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, STR, that's all I wanted to know. I wanted to just, get on some nerdy shit.
All right.
Okay.
Right. So anyway, I was like, a lot of these white women do not understand that the reason why she might like how flat my hair is or how it lay is because I'm multiracial. I'm partially her race, right? So she's thinking Black people just all have nappy hair and whatever they're doing to their hair is magic, right? Because ignorant people think that multiracial people are supposed to look racially ambiguous, right? Now, if you don't know what racially ambiguous means, it means whatever race you are, whatever race it is, you can tell obviously that this person is of another race as well. I am only racially ambiguous to certain people, depending upon whether these people have traveled the world or not. Okay? Or even just did some basic traveling around the United States. Okay? So anyway, I posted this story about my experience at Target.
So that's the shit I'm talking about. She half-ass tell her story / point. She talking about if you ain't been out of the United States, why don't you try going out the fucking country? You'll learn way more than being in the country. And that's why she can't really critique, you know what I'm saying, her whole dialogue. And that's why she sound half-ass. Just like she just did now.
Onto my community tab on my YouTube channel and onto my Facebook page. And once this post was up, right, where I told the story about how I was at the Target and how the white woman said, how do y'all keep have beautiful hair, have nice hair? And I said to her, oh, I lay my nappy hair down with Eco Stellar gel. And then I put inside of this comment, it was an inappropriate time for me to sit there and explain to her that I'm partially her race. So a Black guy, and of course a Black guy, okay, after nobody at all said anything, here comes this Black man. Now this is interesting to me because this could just be my perspective of this Black man, but then again, it's probably not. So he comes into my comment section and it's still there, and he says, "You don't look mixed race at all." Right? So then it gets thumbs down, thumbs up, however many times, right? And I responded to him and I said, of course I don't, to Black men, basically, because Black men are expecting for mixed race women to be light-skinned or to have good hair, right? That's what y'all expected because you believe that Black women or African women have coarse hair and non-Black women all have straight hair or silky hair. You understand?
Now that's the same motherfucking dumbass bitch don't realize you could have black people that come out with blue eyes, gray eyes. Doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, they're mixed or biracial. You can have people who come out with a nice grade of hair being black. All black people hair ain't nappy. But you let her tell it, oh, you got some white in you, got some Indian in you. No, that's not the case always, Sasha Ray.
Exactly, STM.
And you feel like after
No, go ahead. Who was that?
That was it's made the beauty. I was saying exactly. Right. She act like because you have a different if a black person has a different texture among the norm, that they have to be mixed with something. That's not true.
Yep.
African women or black women are all darker skinned and non-black people are light skinned. Okay. So I said any black man who can afford a passport and has ventured out into other places other than where they sit.
Bitch, a goddamn passport ain't no what, $50? So what you mean if any black man can afford a passport? She talking like a goddamn passport, like a what, $500 or $1,000 or something.
Cause she ain't got no passport.
Y'all, we know she don't got no goddamn passport. She's the first person that sit here and try to down everybody else. But shit, bitch, where yours at?
Right. You took one struggle flight to California, and now you just Miss World Traveler. Get out of here. You took a struggle flight, bitch.
She be traveling. She got businesses.
You took a struggle flight. No one's jealous of a struggle flight, okay?
Oh shit! Damn.
Like cut it out.
The bitch talk like about Chicago like she been there. It's like, really, bitch? This? Oh my god!
I swear, she's so impressionable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you saw one thing about Chicago. You watch Candyman. Now you think Chicago just the whole projects and this Candyman.
Exactly.
Calm down. You know what I'm saying? But I will drop you off in the projects if you do come here. I will drop you off where Candyman resides. I can do that. I can make that happen for you, though. Okay, that's all I want to say. Sorry.
There are other races of people who are also dark skinned. And there are a lot of them here in California. I'm in Northern California. There are darker skinned Indians here. Like literally me and an Indian are the same damn complexion. Okay?
Really, bitch? God damn. Wow. I didn't know that, Sansa Ray. I really didn't. You know something? I thought Indians only exist shit in Arizona. Really, Sansa Ray? God damn. You told me something new.
And it's Indians out here who are, lighter skinned. So if you travel around and you see different races of people, you start seeing different bone structures, different grades of hair, of course, different shapes of eyes. A lot of people believe that when I was modeling, like when I used to model, right? I said I modeled for 6 years. People used to ask me, was I Asian? Nobody.
Okay, SL, let me comment. SL, did I tell you that? Didn't I say she stated in one of her videos?
Hold on, God bless you. Borg it out. Turn your volume down 1 notch. Yeah, turn it down 1 notch.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So I want to add this. First, she stated before being half Cherokee, she was half Asian. And then she morphed within being a Cherokee. I'm just letting you know this. But initially she was Asian because she mentioned, I think she referenced something like she looked similar to Bruce Lee. And I'm not making this up.
Oh my God.
She did. I'm not making this up, guys. She did. She actually said that she was Asian because she looked similar to Bruce Lee.
Okay, but somebody needs to slap the fuck out of her ass and tell her bitch you's a nigga.
Oh my god. Oh my Bruce Lee. Why would you even as a what? Why would you even compare yourself to a man?
She
And
said
Bruce
that she
Lee,
has
like
the structures of
Because that's
Bruce Lee.
the closest thing she can see on TV. That's why.
she could have said Lucy Liu. She could have said somebody. You
Sansa
say
Ray,
Bruce Lee? Oh my god.
yeah.
I can't.
You can tell Sansa Ray did not pay attention in school. She didn't learn shit in history to even come out to the real fucking world and try to put one and two together. Sansa Ray still believe that the Indians gave the Pilgrims what they give them goddamn cattle and they traded, you know, the shit, the fucking story. I believe this shit until I had to think about, okay, well, damn, they did all that shit for all this goddamn land. What the fuck are they at?
She the
She
only
never did
Cherokee
ask herself. She never did.
I'm just telling you guys what she stated.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Bruce Lee though. That's just oh my god, y'all. This is crazy. That's the only Asian person celebrity that she could even think of was Bruce
Yeah,
Lee.
that's it.
And Bruce Lee died by the time when Bruce Lee died like in the 80s or the 70s, right?
Right.
I'm done.
That's what happened when you watch too much TV, too much love and hip
Yeah,
hop, too
that's
much
what I think it
basketball
is.
wives.
I think she's
Yeah.
watching too much TV.
Yes, she is. That's why she's talk all this shit about Chicago. I'm like, shit, this bitch ain't never been to Chicago. How she gonna sit here and say that shit? You know?
What she say? What did she say though?
I mean, she always talk about Chicago.
Oh yeah, she always
Yeah.
saying some shit. She just saying that because she jacked.
No, she saying that shit because she heard it on the fucking news. You know how Chicago is, all the murderers and all the gangbangers. People coming up missing.
Right, we can't wait till your ass come up missing, bitch. No, let me stop saying that. That's violent. Okay.
All right, let's get back
See
to
how
this.
easy I just rolled off my tongue, Sansa, right? Don't come here. Don't come here. Please don't come here.
All right, let's go ahead and get back to this bitch.
Nobody ever thought to ask me, "Are you white? Are you partially white?" But a lot of people ask me, "Was I Asian?" All of the time, and I'm like, "No. What you probably see is Native American." So I'm gonna break it down for you. My great grandma is white. All right. My grandmother is white and black. All right. My mother, white and black.
Okay, y'all remind me to answer this question when the time comes, right? Y'all remind me to answer this question because I want to hear this shit.
My father, Indian and black. Okay. And then there's me, just identifying as black.
There's Sansa Ray. I ain't shit, bitch.
Right, a mixed race woman and a mixed race man make a Sansa right. Okay.
Right.
Go ahead, Sandy. Go ahead.
Nothing. I'm just laughing because what the hell is, I still can't get past the multiracial. What the hell is multiracial? I've never heard of that. You're either biracial or you're black or whatever ethnicity. What is multiracial?
I
What
guess
what
she's
is
saying because
that?
she got black, she got Indian, she got Japanese, Chinese, fuck, the list goes on. White, Irish.
And I don't think Sansa Ray has Asian eyes. I think she has underdeveloped eyes, in my opinion.
Right, right.
They
Because they
look like
aren't
they
slanted.
wasn't already formed in the womb.
Beauty, I
That's
love
what
you,
I'm
but you
saying.
throwing shade. You throwing shade.
I'm just saying. Does she look like she has Asian eyes, or does it look like she has underdeveloped eyes? To me, she's struggling. Her eyes are struggling.
Can I say something about the eye thing?
Yes,
This is
please.
Yeah, go
Nurse.
ahead, Nurse.
Nurse Joy. There are people. I don't know if you all are familiar with the Nigerian tribe called the Yoruba people. If you ever meet someone from the Yoruba tribe, and they're very easy to identify, they usually have very slanted eyes, and they
Yes.
have very high cheekbones.
Yes.
Okay. That's how you can figure out. Besides their last name, you can spot a Yoruba, 100% pure Yoruba person from a mile away because of their
Mm-hmm.
facial features. And those slanted eyes could probably come from the Yoruba tribe. She may have some Yoruba blood, and that's the only tribe I know of in Africa that I off the top of my head. But I'm sure there are plenty of others that that have
Well,
tribes where African people have
Well,
slanted
well, Nurse
eyes.
Joy, even if you do, well, let's say if that's so. Even still, this dumbass bitch ain't gonna understand that. The
Right,
right.
only thing
and
she
that's the point.
understands,
Yeah,
right?
that's the
The only
point.
thing
But I
she
just want to
understands
understand.
is that Indians was her, the whites are her, you got the blacks, and what the fuck else she said she was? Oh, the Chinese, just because the motherfucker got slanted eyes. Come
Right.
on now.
I wanna point a couple things out. Yeah, Nova says she like she has fetal alcohol syndrome eyes. That's what I think too.
That's
And I want
true.
to
Yeah,
and I want to
that's
say
true.
to Nurse Joy's point, my ex-boyfriend was pure Yoruba and he had like two slits in his eyes. Like they were just like slits. They were so, like they were almond, but they were still kind of like slanty, kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
And but we were also talking, he was like, South Africans. A lot of South
Mm.
Africans have slanted eyes too.
Okay. Okay.
So she looks like, and I don't want to say Down syndrome, but Valdez T said it right. I mean, I don't think her eyes just look like, yeah, like she has some type of syndrome or something.
I mean, Kathy probably was drinking when she was pregnant with her ass. After finding out her goddamn daddy got a motherfucking wife, shit. Shit.
Wow.
That's cold blooded.
I mean, it's the fact.
Yeah. So I think that's what it is more than anything. That's all I want to say about her eyes. And I'm
Okay.
not saying that they're ugly. I'm not saying that anything is wrong with them. Well, besides they may have a syndrome, but I'm just saying whatever. Okay, never mind.
All right, let's get back to this bitch.
The option is there. Like if I'm filling out an application, right, and they ask me my race, I put African American. When I was filling out my son's paperwork, I put him as a multiracial child because he is also Japanese. But he's also white, but his father is partially Japanese. So with my son, I put African American Japanese. To me, being multiracial never has been something that I put to the forefront. There are a lot of women out there who use them being multiracial as a way to enhance their beauty, as if being multiracial is like an accessory. Okay, it's women out here that's saying they're multiracial that aren't, because they feel like if people believe that they're mixed race or they're multiracial, that they'll be classified as the prize. Now, we've seen black men, successful black men, all right, go out here, and once they become successful, they date non-black women. And because they do this, and because black men are so adamant about being stuck to this non-black standard of beauty, you have black women out there who want to be classified as multiracial. For me, I don't care. If you're standing directly in front of me, at some point you'll look at me and be like, okay, she must be multiracial. Some people see it when I'm online. Some people do not. I remember when I first spoke about it many years ago. And I remember Tommy was one of the first people who made fun of me because I said I was multiracial, because black men are ignorant when it comes to this. They believe that multiracial women are light skinned. They believe if you are mixed race, if you are mixed with anything, that means that you have to be also racially ambiguous. Okay? But not all mixed race people are racially ambiguous. But someone with an ignorant mind will think that. And I think a lot of people have this type of racial erasure, if you know what I mean. Like, I should erase the fact that I have Native American, Cherokee Indian, and I have a Caucasian in my family. I should just erase that altogether because I'm dark skinned. No, I can't, because it's part of who I am. You understand? I could see if it was, I don't know. I don't think any person, even if you had 2 drops of Irish in you, should just erase the part of you that's Irish because it's not enough Irish. You understand what I'm saying? It just, no, you're still part Irish. You understand what I'm saying? Hey Fallon. To me, it's like black men.
Oh yeah, just let y'all know. 14 fucking minutes into our live, and one person membership finally chatted.
Wow.
Oh shit. One person finally motherfucking chatted. And they Fallon in there. Great topic.
Oh
Sure,
God.
no bullshit on. Oh my God. Oh shit. All right, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
And want multiracial women who are racially ambiguous. And if you're not racially ambiguous, then let's just delete the mixed race part of you, and you're no longer of any type of value because, number one, your skin's too dark. You understand what I'm saying? So I would never use my race, part of my race, to make me seem superior to another race of person, because I feel like there are all a lot of people out there who are just beautiful people. You know, I always say Hawaiian people are beautiful people. To me, Indian people, like people from India, are a beautiful race of people. And I'm around them all the time. Like I said, I'm in Northern California. They are a beautiful race of people. They are just a gorgeous set of people. Hold on. They just look, I mean, man, and their personalities, man, are just, most of the time they're sweet. I mean, you got some mean ass Indians, but you got mean ass people all over the place. And so anyway, let me rewind back to athletes. Okay. Athletes, right? You know, athletes, they go out here, or just successful black men in general. Successful black men who are multimillionaires, or they are, you know, like athletes, entertainers, information technology professionals, scientists, whatever, they are in another tax bracket. So naturally, because they were afforded the opportunity because of their talents or their skill or their how smart they are, they were rewarded the opportunity to be able to be educated from other universities and schools outside of the box of the hood. Maybe they didn't go to a HBCU. Maybe they went to college in California. Or if they're an athlete, maybe their scholarship took them to a college where they were the only black kid on in the entire school. Okay, because as much as black people have this grandiose thought of ourselves, you know, majority of our land, a majority of America is non-black people. Now, there are a lot of people of color here. If you start factoring in all of the foreigners like Asians, Hispanics, Mexicans, you know, whatever, it's a lot of non-black people here. It's a lot of people of color. But when we start factoring in black people, it's a little bit of us. Okay, even in the state of California, we only make up 8% of the people here. Okay. So these athletes, right, when you see them when they're successful and you see them with non-black women, and that's all you see, you tend to, as a black man, start believing that non-black women must be the prize. Non-black women must be the prize, because what happens is, once you get inside of another tax bracket, you are surrounded by a different set of people. You're surrounded by more non-black people. I've said it, even with me moving out of Atlanta. People in Atlanta believe they're financially in a great place. The cost of living is cheap there. You can get homes, you can buy land, you can do whatever, but it's cheap. And there is a large African-American population there. But that same amount of money that you would make in Atlanta, those same properties that you would make in Atlanta, if you took that same money and moved to California, it would be chump change in comparison to the money these people make daily. And we're talking about, I'm surrounded by millionaires, multimillionaires. We're talking about triple digit millionaires here, because most of the housing here, you have to be a millionaire to be able to live here.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh my
STL,
god.
this is God bless. Let me
Yeah.
say this. Can I say the reason why Sansa Ray is surrounded by wealthy people, because when she dropped off the Taco Bell and the Mexican food, you dropping the food off to the wealthy people. Because you drop food off to wealthy people does not make you wealthy. SL, because I sing in my mirror in my bathroom, doesn't make me Beyonce. I'm just singing in my bathroom. That doesn't make you wealthy because you're dropping off food.
Right. That may
Sansa
actually Sansa Ray, that makes you the help.
Yeah, that's all you are. It calls
Okay.
DoorDash.
Exactly.
You're
And they
you're
want
the
to make
help.
sure you have the
Hold
source.
on,
Yeah,
hold
this
on,
is
hold on,
DoorDash.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Gabulus, can you hear the beauty?
The beauty say something.
Hey, God bless. I think she can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay. No, y'all talking at the same time.
No, we can hear each other.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say she doesn't realize that just because that house, most houses she gonna see out there starting point is close to $500,000. She think that's you have to be a millionaire in order to get that, which is not true. The lending perimeters out there are very different from the lending perimeters down in Georgia. To get a $500,000 house in Georgia, yes, you will have to be making at least 25% of that. 20% of that, I would say, in order to get it to a $500,000 house. So she doesn't know how the cost of living flows in different states. So she's taking it wrong. She's explaining to everybody wrong. Just because a person is in $1 million house doesn't mean they are a millionaire. It just means they make 5,000 you be talking about on a minimum for his payment. That means they make at least 2 times or 3 times the amount of money a month. And you multiply that by 12 cents rate. It's not a millionaire. Go ahead, the beauty.
Somebody made a point. Valdez said she low-key trying to low-key implying that she wealthy because she lives in California. Exactly.
Right. No, that's not fucking true. That the $500,000 house is the same equivalent to $100,000 or $50,000 house wherever you live at. Like I said, she doesn't realize that. That's why she gonna keep saying that same shit. I mean, like I said, a $500,000 is basically starting a starter house in California. Like I said, just because you're in a $500,000 house or $1 million house doesn't mean you're a millionaire.
So I live in another tax bracket now. So when you live in a higher tax bracket and you start going up in class, you don't see as many African American people anymore. So when you're seeing these successful African American men date non-Black women, it isn't because they are the.
Now, with her saying that shit right there, she's in Tracy. She hasn't did a fucking history on Tracy. She even peeped game on the city of Tracy. She doesn't realize that's a upcoming area that's been subsidized with new development. She doesn't realize that, y'all. That's why she's sitting here saying this shit, because she's seeing nice big houses and all of them, a $500,000 on up to maybe a 1.5 million. So basically, Sansa Ray, if you want to sit here and talk about somebody's a millionaire, anybody who you see in a $5+ million house, yes, it's possible that they're $1 million. I mean, that they're a millionaire. But anybody that's in a $500,000 house or $1 million house, Sansa Ray, they're just an average person, just like you will see if somebody in a $50,000 or $100,000 house in other states.
Prize. It's because that's all you are surrounded with once you get into another tax bracket. Because here's what people keep forgetting. As Black people, in order for you to no longer be living in poverty and no longer be living lower class, you have to go out there and get your education. You have to be skilled in something. You have to have.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, stop it. Stop it. Says the most
Oh
unskilled
my.
person in the.
I gotta laugh more than be mad. I do, because it's the way she says this shit.
Mhm.
You know?
You got to be educated. You got to be motivated. You got to be you got to be ambitious. You got everything that you're not. You got to be. So why are you there? Everything you not, you got to be. Think about
Right.
that. Everything you not, you got to be. Fuck out of here. Level the fuck up. You're a bum. Because you know what? It's nothing wrong with living in a tax bracket. Well, but the thing is, you're not even taking advantage of the resources. The only resources you're taking advantage is the piss poor resources. Like, I need this coronavirus fund so I can live in this motel for free.
Right.
Then you want a lot of us talking about you ain't get no stimulus check.
Exactly.
Bitch, yes, you did. You are living off the worst of the resources. At this point, and where you are, you could be getting you could be getting the lay of the land if you were smart. But you getting the same shit you could have gotten in Atlanta, in Mississippi.
Right.
Okay. you ain't getting shit.
Alabama.
Alabama. Right. You ain't living no differently. You getting the piss poor the resources, and you fine with that. And that's the problem.
Yeah. You want to get some motherfucking resources, bitch? You should have motherfucking went to Minnesota or Colorado. One of those two states.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could have definitely went to Minnesota, to the Twin Cities. You could have, man. And ain't your girl Lovely T there? You could have, man, y'all could have balled out of control.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see how cool y'all is.
Right. Exactly.
In Sansaray, you work in 7 days. This is what I don't give a Sansaray. She thinks that she has made it big, but you work 7 days a week. Based on what she says, you work 7 days a week, and you got your child, your sick mama, taking care of your child. How is that an upgrade when you working 7 days a week? So you laughing at people who works 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. They at least have the weekends off. But you have to work 7 days a week to keep a roof over your head. I just don't understand how that's an improvement in your life.
Okay, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
Some type of talent to be able to claw your way out of it. And then you get to this other tax bracket where most of your people aren't at, but people are expecting you to be able to find someone to date who is your color. It's hard. Even here with me, right out here, right now. I've been out here 3 years. It is still it is way more difficult out here in California, in Northern California, not Southern California. We're still a little cheap where a lot of Black people live, like Los Angeles and shit like that. Out here, it is not a lot of Black people. Okay, you might have Black people in Oakland, Stockton, something like that. It is very difficult for a Black person to find another Black person to date. So Black people date outside of their race here, both male and female. Now, don't get it twisted. When we see Black men who are successful, who date outside of their race, they feel comfortable with doing that because they weren't taught to be as race loyal as Black women are. Like Black women, we are taught from the time we are really, really young to stay inside of our race. I was talking to my mother just yesterday, and she was talking about how she would be mad if my son came home with a non-Black girl. And I was like, well, Mom, you might need to let that go, because we in California, my son is most likely going to date someone who isn't Black. He's going to end up with someone who isn't Black because of the tax bracket we're in, because we are in a different place. You don't see as many Black people. So in his face are all of these different races of women. It doesn't mean that these races of women are more beautiful. Okay, it just means that he's seeing more of that than anything because it's in his environment. Just like if any Black kid was to be living in poverty, all he would see would be drugs, the street. So end up living the street life. That's why it was so important for me to take my son out of any type of environment where it would be street life around him, because I understood that if he stayed inside of that hostile environment, that's eventually he was going to turn into a product of his environment. So I moved.
Somebody want to talk?
Mm-mm.
No, they had your mic off. That's why. All right, we're gonna get back to this bitch.
Out of it and went to California, in a place where it's not predominantly Black, it's multicultural. He can learn from different races of men since his father isn't around. So when you see these men out here dating non-Black women and they're successful, as a little Black kid, you're thinking, oh, well, they must be the prize. They must be, you know, what you get. White women or non-Black women must be what you get when you become successful. So in the meantime, Black women are classified as the struggle that you left as a Black man. And now that you're successful, now it's time for you to look at Black women in such a degrading manner. And I see it all over social media. I see guys all over social media being disrespectful. Like I said, they were all disrespectful towards me. And they weren't like that at first. You know, of course I expected like the Soto Nation of, you know, Black male zombies to be like that because they're brainless and ignorant. But for me to get pregnant and try to settle down with a guy, and then this guy decides to disrespect me, and for so many men to jump on the bandwagon of disrespect so easy, as if I was the one that presented the problem in that situation, it made me realize, it made me come to a realization that Black women become like the punching bag for Black men on the regular who don't want to take accountability. You understand? Who don't want to take accountability for their poor choices, maybe not choosing success, maybe going around here impregnating the world like that Steven Jackson dude. You know, that Steven Jackson dude. Steven Jackson, just like a month ago, was getting on, he got his Instagram and he started talking about how young men should start finding one woman and be in a relationship with that one woman, right? And to have children with just one woman, because he has like 5 or 6 baby mamas, and half of his baby mamas he can't stand, right? And he was saying to the world that there is nothing worse than a bitter Black woman, because a bitter Black woman will tear you down even if you're successful. He was talking about how he puts millions and millions of dollars into his children, but children he's never seen. And I'm thinking, Negro, if you got millions and millions of dollars, you could be smart enough to go to the courts and get custody or visitation, you know, into your kids. Like, no smart man will put millions and millions of dollars into some children that are his and not see them. How is you not seeing your kids the problem that the Black women you procreated with created? You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, if you can't see your kids and you're still pumping out all of this child support, it's like I said before, I never wanted to file for child support for my son. It felt like a payoff. Man was saying to me, listen, I'll pay for this, but I'm not going to be in his life. You know, so I feel like a lot of athletes who are going around here kicking out all of this child support, they're using it as the bare minimum to say that they're doing whatever the bare minimum to, you know, get the father title, or so people won't look at them sideways about not wanting to take care of some kids. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's that. But I think a lot of Black men get confused. I really do. When they see successful men or men that they want to be these athletes, these rappers, these blah, blah, blah. And they don't realize that it's not that these women are the prize. It just means these non-Black women are not the prize. It just means that this is the group of people that you're around, because a lot of these women already had wealth and stuff handed to them by their own family, their own fathers. You understand? Like, that's why they're wealthy. It was handed to them. But Black women, most of us, okay, do not have like these father figures who pass down this wealth to us or this wealthy family because we're Black. We were slaves at some point. So it isn't that these men are becoming successful and the prize is the non-Black woman. It's, he in another tax bracket. He's in another environment where wealth is something that most of the women he's chosen have already had since birth. And that's why it could get confusing, and I see how a Black man could classify being with a Black woman as struggle and being with a non-Black woman as reward. I get it, So for me, I really wish things were different with men as far as light skin, dark skin. I feel like regardless to whether I'm light skin or dark skin, I'm still a beautiful woman. I have to be racially ambiguous to be classified as, mixed race. To me, my race is not what makes me a beautiful woman, because it's beautiful women of all races and it's unattractive women of all races. So I don't know. I don't know why this topic has to constantly be an opportunity for a lot of ignorant Black men to come to me and be disrespectful towards me. And this is why I decided to stop talking about my race.
Because they know you ain't shit, bitch. That's why they come to you and talk to you like you all crazy. And this shit you saying right now, shit, who wouldn't? Who fucking wouldn't? Anybody want to chime in?
Sansi, you're a bum.
She trying to compare herself. I don't know why these men come up to me, and simply disrespect me like this. Like, fuck, look at yourself.
You said it. That's the way some Scarface would say. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
Right.
Your fucking womb is polluted.
Sansa Ray just want to run for what she truly is.
Yeah, but goddamn, what did she come up with these fucking theories and fucking stories? It's like, what the fuck? Do you even sit down and really pay attention to what's really going on in reality? Yes, things like that are happening, but it's not a major problem. We don't have more mixed relationships than the average standard. You got average standard relationship, Black on Black relationships more than anything.
Thank you, STL.
And it's like, this mixed relationship, man, that's a small fraction. When I walk out my door, yes, I see quite a few. It might be heavy in that area, but all across the board, no.
No, I see the majority.
You're gonna find less than 15% mixed relationships.
Thank you, STL. Statistic-wise, Black men, when they do marry, they marry Black women. Because we look at NBA and NFL, we think that's reality. That's
not. She has to realize that most of them dudes come from white schools.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them, majority of them, they go pick that one hood. I want to say nigga, but that one hood person who they know can play ball. It's only gonna be a handful of those.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, they're gonna pick them up out of white, good credential schools.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this chick right here.
And you know what she's teaching? What's really scary about Sansa Ray is what she's gonna teach her son. It's okay. Let's say that priests is half Japanese, even though his family has denied that. He's never claimed that. But let's say he is half Japanese. You notice that she never praised the Black side of it. Like, she never made compliments towards the Black side, because there's a lot of self-hate that's going on there. Sansa Ray hate Black people so much, but do you notice that all the men she wants to date are Black?
Right. Yeah, she want this
All the men
perfect
she wants
match.
to date are black.
She want this perfect match. She act like a doctor supposed to come swoop her and look just Dusty up along with Kathy, along with Damo, and along with the goddamn dog. Bitch, you come with
Mhm.
goddamn one too many motherfucking problems.
Exactly. And she wants somebody to take care of. Listen, I'm sorry. This is not, we're not, this is not Bill and this is not Claire. You know, everybody got in our community, a lot of times the guy and the girl, they meet, they both working, they both they're supporting the family. Sansa Ray, you met Dre, you was able to bamboozle him to take care of you for 18 years. You're not gonna meet another Dre. It's not going to happen. Dre was a diamond, and you find that diamond, but you're not going to find another Dre to take care of you another 18
Exactly.
years. I'm sorry.
Shit, she didn't got Priest, and she don't realize what she had.
Yeah, but Priest wasn't going to do what Dre did, huh? Priest.
True. You're right about that. You're right about that. Right. You ain't gonna find him off too many motherfuckers, but he almost did. He almost did. I think her ways is what fucked the whole plan. I mean, the whole game plan up. Her ways. I think she would have cooperated. I ain't gonna say cooperated like for his bossy ways, but cooperated in understanding that he will be going to his granddaughter or grandson birthday parties. If Sonya have a birthday party, he gonna show up, and if she put her act right on, shit, she could come as well. But with her, she no, you don't need to go around them no more. She trying to force him to make him, to break his bond with them, and that's what she was hating. And that's why she shot out to California, thinking that, oh, okay, I can get him to come out her because his first seed is out her. Like, come on now, come on.
You're right, SCL. I mean, I can't. You're exactly right.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this dumb bitch.
And I really just hope things change with time. But, because there'll be a point where people are mixing race and then it won't just be white or non-black. It just won't be black. It'll just be a mixture of people. And I really, I don't know. Like, I really feel like, let me explain. Let me clear something up about something I said. I think I said this on one of my other channels. I was talking about how I cannot stand damn bed witches. Okay, bed witches are part of a problem too. Okay, now let me explain to you my definition of a bed witch. Because when I'm talking about bed witches, right, I'm not talking about Black women who just date outside of their race. Okay, that's not a bed witch to me. A bed witch to me is a Black woman who believes that another race of man is superior because of the color of their skin, right? So to me, a bed witch is just as bad as a Black man who feels like a non-Black woman is a reward or a prize. It's equally bad. I say date who you love. Date who loves you. If that person is white, fine. If that person is, Indian, Asian, whatever, Hawaiian, fine. But when you tell people or you believe in your own mind that the only way you'll be able to be respected or loved or financially stable is if you decide to date a superior race of person, and then at the same time, you are degrading and disrespecting the race that you come from. Okay? Speak on that some more. And let me go back and use Steven Jackson as an example because he did something again recently.
Once again, y'all. Once again, she's stealing motherfucker. I mean, you ain't gonna say, well, you can't say fucking stealing. She's listened to Paris Milan, and that's why she came up with this title. I already knew what it was when I seen the title. It was first started hearing her speak.
That had me like, nigga. So y'all seen the clips, right? You seen the clips of the draft. Did y'all see the clips of the draft? Okay. And the clips of the draft, it was 2 clips. It was one clip of this one young athlete who was drafted, and once his name was called, his white girlfriend went to hug him, and she was just in the camera, and you could tell she was trying to get her little 15 minutes of fame or whatever. And so his mother grabbed her and was trying to pull her out the scene. So they were talking about this everywhere. This was on CNN and everything. It was everywhere. And that's one clip. And Steven Jackson spoke about this clip. And then there was another clip out there of this one draft who was sitting on a couch and his girlfriend was sitting next to him. He had 2 phones in his hand. He had one that was to his ear and another in his hand. And his girlfriend took the phone out of his hand and he took it back. And it was later on found out that he didn't snatch the phone out her hand, and she didn't snatch the phone out his hand. It's just that his agent was calling, trying to FaceTime him, and she was trying to answer the phone, and he didn't want her to answer the phone. But people believe that he was just being disrespectful towards his racially ambiguous woman. So Steven Jackson gets onto Instagram, I believe maybe yesterday or the day before that. He presents the question to everyone along the lines of, now if you don't know who Steven Jackson is, he used to play for the NBA. Okay, he has a podcast that he does with Matt Barnes. Okay, so, and you would think that Steven Jackson would take a note from Matt Barnes, because Matt Barnes went and filed for custody of his kids and actually won at some point. And now him and Gloria Govan now have like joint custody. But before, for a little while, he had a sole custody of his twins. So he went and fought for them. So I don't know where Steven Jackson is getting this stuff from. But anyway, so Steven Jackson got onto Instagram maybe yesterday or the day before that, and he was talking about how come when we see the NFL draft, and we see these young boys getting their name called, we always see a group of white people around them, not a whole bunch of black people. Also, how come most of these NFL draft picks have racially ambiguous girlfriends? Why don't they ever have black women now, or black girls? And this is where it got interesting to me. Like, okay, is he trying to degrade black women by putting emphasis or shining a light on this because he's disrespected black women before, or is he defending black women with this? Right? What is the point, the motive behind him bringing this to everybody's attention? And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Even if you are a NFL draft pick, maybe you went to college, right? Because usually these draft picks are coming out of college or in college right now. Their talent, their ability to play football is what gave them the opportunity to be around a different race of people. So once that's your environment, you're going to date what you see. Now, to ask, what Steven Jackson was also asking was that how come white players don't have like all of these black girlfriends? And I was thinking, because they're race loyal. It isn't because black women are the type of women you shouldn't date, simply because you see all of these black kids, these who are becoming successful dating non-black. No, that's not it. It's just that there are white athletes who are race loyal. Most non-black men are race loyal. Most non-black men are race loyal. Most black men are not. So for a black man to be sitting here and trying to act like he don't know that, I was like, this guy never, like, I don't know. It's just, as black men, you guys don't think logically, and your perspective of black women is so negative that you never step back and look at the full picture. So when you speak about your own women, you don't even understand that it's a reflection of who you are. Like, for instance, and I think I heard somebody else say this.
Well, let's apply that same logic to you, Sansa Ray. when we see you and hear you talk about black men, it's a reflection of your own self. Deb, check your back check. You there, Deb?
A lot of black women out there who refuse to go out of their race or say anything negative about black men because they have fathers and husbands and grandfathers and brothers and male cousins and stuff like that. So they don't say anything negative about black men because of that. And I remember I said, I'm going to lay off on saying anything negative about black men because now I have a son. That's race loyal. But black men don't do that. They don't. Most black men don't think when they're disrespecting these women they get in a relationship with, or if they don't date black women at all, it's not a reflection on their mothers and their sisters and their aunties and stuff like that. They don't think like that. And I think they just lack that level of respect. It's almost like that respect wasn't even taught to them. But people who are usually race loyal are taught to respect their parents, their, especially their parents' race, their parents, ethics and morals and stuff like that. So I'm not saying dating outside of your race is unethical or you don't have any morals if you date outside of your race. I'm just saying, usually when you have a lot of respect for the people that raise, you don't disrespect something they represent, something as like large as their race. You understand? So for me, I just can't I don't understand. And black women, you have to listen to this. I don't understand why black women will constantly be disrespected by their own men. And they don't understand that equates to why a lot of other men who are non-black not dating us as well. You don't see non-black men disrespecting their race of women. The rest of the world can see how black men treat us.
Man, this motherfucking dumbass bitch don't even fucking know. Do you know the shit that the white men do to white women? Kill their ass, poison their ass, and all types of motherfucking shit, bitch. What the fuck you mean? Go ahead, God.
No, SL. But what's so funny that what Sansray doesn't understand is that I don't think. Listen, I think you should love who you love. I truly believe that you should love who you love. But I also think that it's okay for a black woman to say she wants to be with a black man to preserve black culture, just like any other race. A lot of Asians are married. A lot of Asians will continue to marry within to contain their own culture. It's not a and but I still believe
you're
you have
bugging
the
out.
right.
Yeah, you're bugging out.
Okay,
God bless.
Can you hear me? I believe you can marry. I think you should marry or love who you want to love. But Sansa Ray lived in a bubble. She thinks it's a mass full of black men that is hate on black women. Listen, before this pandemic happened, last year I went to 6 weddings. 6 weddings. All black men marrying black women. So I just think it's this
Right.
notion
See, the problem
that
is
there's no black men that's loving black women, and that we dealing with abuse and physical and psychological abuse. Is that in our community? Yes, that's in our community. But when are we going to see the other part that's in our community? Black men and black women loving each other. When are we going to see that part?
Man, I think the problem is she never gets invited to a wedding. She probably has never been invited to the wedding. That's why she doesn't feel that black men and black women are not marrying each other. Man, I look on Instagram all the time. I see all types of motherfucking different people going to different people weddings and everything. I'm saying, more black on black than I'm seeing the mix. So she can get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Go ahead,
I mean,
Sam.
it was.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now I'm
Go ahead.
just saying, yeah, what she's saying is absolutely false. It's not true. Black people are getting married, and they just not married. Men are marrying her, okay? Because she's not bringing a damn thing to the table, and she needs to go get some medication and get her brain together, and then she might get her a husband. And a man gonna marry her, dealing with her craziness. She too crazy. She's all over the place.
Right.
So yeah.
Saying, check your back chat. Check the back chat. Go ahead. God bless.
Okay.
No, I was just saying that it just she has like a weird way of thinking about black marriages and black partnerships. It's not what you see necessarily on TV. I mean, no offense, it's not necessarily what she sees in her own home. You know, her grandmother was married like what 3 or 4 times, and Kathy. Well, you know about Kathy. So Sansaray basing her idea of relationship on what her grandmother did and what Kathy did. You can't base black relationships on that. I'm sorry, you just can't.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit chime in on the back. We got about 10 minutes left.
Like, I remember I was talking to a bunch of Indians, because there's a whole bunch of Indians around where I was talking to these two black Indians. I was talking to these two Indians, and they were talking about how one of their coworkers, who is also Indian, is dating a black man, and how she gets consistently disrespected by this guy, and how they feel like black women should start trying to date Indian men. And I said, y'all culture is so like strict that an Indian and a black woman together, an Indian man and a black woman together is almost so unheard of, right? Because their culture is so strict, right? But the fact that two Indian men, originally from India, was sitting here telling me that they acknowledge that black men disrespect black women, and that black women should date outside of their race, especially the Indian race, because Indians respect their women. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, Indian women commit suicide like crazy. I remember Oprah doing a special on Indian women, because Indian women has so much pressure to be perfect. And I'm telling you, these women are elegant. The way that they dress, I ask them all the time, like, do you mind if I wear your like your garments are like gorgeous. They're so like, it's beautiful. They use beautiful colors. They're always covered. I rarely see like a scantily clad Indian woman. I mean, if she's a little scantily clad, she might just be showing her belly. Outside of that, I mean, they're just gorgeous women. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you guys are like so just classy, and I just love it. So oh, I remember this one Indian lady was like, could you explain to me the 300,000 braids that you guys wear? I was like, okay. She was like, how did you guys do that? I was like, that is funny. I was like, well, it takes a long time. It takes about 12 hours. And we just do the individual braid. We do it one at a time. She was like, wow, well, we usually only just do one big braid. And I was like, well, we're taking like other, types of hair and braiding it into our hair. It was hilarious just to have the conversation with non-black people about my race and my hair is interesting. I mean, they haven't touched my hair yet.
About your race, but bitch, you multiracial. So why are you speaking on black issues if you're multiracial?
So there you go. I think if I wore it out more, they might touch it. But I think they kind of respect personal space. I don't think they're going to just reach out. But I've heard a lot of black men, a lot of black women say that non-black people touch their hair. And they haven't done that to me yet. So when they see it's out and it's curly, I think it's been more a surprise to Black men that I have curly hair than non-Black people. Because I mean, even in Atlanta, right? When I date and I would get around and people would be looking like, you have naturally curly hair. And I'd be like, yeah. Like, so? And I think they was expecting perm, weave, and of course, I keep trying to explain to Black men that underneath those wigs is hair. I remember this reminds me of when I was pregnant with my son, and I was so depressed. My son's father was making me so miserable. And so I went to the beauty salon and I cut my hair. And he came home from work and I had short hair. And he started making fun of me. He started making fun of me for having short hair. Like, I just don't understand. Like, how are you making fun of someone you claim you love because I cut my hair? Because you equate beauty with long hair. Now think about this. My son's father has a head full of dreads and they're going down his back. He always wanted long hair. And to me, society always classifies long hair, they connect it to women. So for a man who is the complete opposite of what men feel is masculine, to look at me with short hair and make fun of me with short hair, I was confused. I was like, so the ignorance of Black men. So anyway, I just wanted to be very clear about race, especially mine. And just because I'm not light-skinned and I'm not walking around here with the grade of hair you might feel is suitable to you or whatever, it doesn't mean that I'm not multiracial. I don't have to be racially ambiguous in order to be multiracial. There are a lot of multiracial people in this world. And if you do a 23andMe or maybe do an Ancestry, you might find out that you're multiracial as well, even if you're darker skinned. Now, when you get a chance, go onto my channel. There's a video. I think it's 10 mixed race dark skinned mixed race women, 10 dark skinned mixed race women. You'll see there's a picture of one of my family members in there who's dark skinned, beautiful little girl. Okay. And it shows you a whole bunch of multicultural people, multiracial people who are gorgeous and dark skinned. And I just want, like Fallon, you said, you shouldn't stop talking about it because sharing this educates others. And topic, which is often ignored, I actually learned something from this. Yeah, Shatika, mom's wasn't playing when she pulled that girl out her son lap. It's hard to talk about. But I figure if I'm going to talk about race, I'm going to start doing it in members only live chat. That way it eliminates a lot of the, racist comments and the trolling and stuff. Because anytime I've spoken about this in the past, and I know once this video is uploaded, it's going to be a lot of weird shit in my comment section. Just you go to my community tab. And that guy was like, you don't look mixed race at all. Oh, what does mixed race look like to you? Are you getting racially ambiguous, confused with mixed race? Like what does mixed race look to you? So because I'm not light skinned, I don't look mixed race to you. And it almost had like an insult undertone, like, bitch, I dare you call yourself mixed race. Do you know how many people have been like, bitch, you're not mixed race. You don't have pretty hair. You're not light skinned. I'm like, oh my God, you people. Like, of course you want to be the teacher and you want to educate, but then you have to understand there are a lot of people that regardless to whether you explain this to them or not, they're going to go out there and think what they want to think. Because sometimes, man, some people just want to be ignorant, y'all. Some people just want to be that way and there's nothing you could do about it, straight up. So anyway, I just wanted to have the conversation with you guys and I appreciate you being here. Make sure that you sign up for.
Okay. That's enough for the goddamn rap for the night. Like shout out everybody that came, you know what I'm saying, by fuck with me today on both my both of the shows, Tales from the Rat and Real Baby Mamas of YouTube. Shout out to God Bless, Nurse Joy, the Beauty Sin, and who else we had come out? I think that's just about it. Oh, for donation. Much love to y'all as well. What you want to say, Deb?
No, it was a great show. Good night, everybody. Oh, good night.
All right. So tomorrow, yeah, y'all W me today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to kill me. I gotta get a start on my other projects now. Say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to finish my projects in time. I gotta give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I still want to be on the rat head, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some other things going as well for y'all. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of bear with me. You know what I'm saying, working with a monster. Appreciate this, Shell. Appreciate that. But yeah, we'll see about tomorrow though. We'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get some things done, at least get a step ahead or something. Because I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, kind of backed up. Because I want to go ahead and have a release date for that prank call show. At least by the end of this week, I do. My plan is to have it this Friday, but you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with this and trying to get some other things going and flowing as well. But we'll see. We'll see. But appreciate everybody for coming. I ain't gonna bore y'all out with no outro music, so we're just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Especially my playback watchers. Shout out to y'all. Shit. My computer lagging. But tell everybody stay up.